paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive. They're selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weirdo woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
Let's go, it's time to be the GOAT. It's time to enter God mode, man, let's get it going, yeah. We about to put on a show, these haters don't even know. They're in too deep like a hole. And they about to find out what it means when you enter into my house. How it feels when you always seem to strike out. Cause I don't lose, no I win, I go wall out. The air is filled up with suspense. We've got our dreams we must defend. And we know what we represent. So we'll keep fighting till the end. And we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end. And we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end. This is our calling, this is our calling. This is our calling, this is our calling.
Why is my camera still on? paintings and movies anymore, and we only see dead. Hey, anyone notice this? Yes, I love kitties. Big old kitties.
What's up, boys? How you guys doing? I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're ready for CECIL and maybe another guest. Of course, we're about to go ham as hell. Very excited. You only have me for just 2 seconds while I show some stuff and say hello to everyone in chat. We're covering a bunch of shit today. ItsAGundam released a video about the Sonichu thing, and I could not believe. I thought it was like 1 or 2 incidents. I didn't know it was like 30. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about Nick and some stuff that happened previously that, kind of led up to this that no one really knows about, because me and Cecil's been talking about this for over a year. So we're going to talk about that and then get Cecil's views on it, because I know Cecil hasn't talked about it. And I know Cecil is, a true blue sumbitch, just like Anna is, and all these people that support Nick, and they know, there's some crazy shit going on. He's made some fucking giant mistakes, and we're hoping he learns from them. That's kind of where we're all at. And, somebody said, why did you show that? You're not Nick's girlfriend. Nick would want me to show it. Nick knows all of us are doing shows and talking about it. I talked to Nick, and there's going to be a meme version of it eventually, like a really nice meme version. I guarantee you he'll play it on his show when he comes back. So, don't get more passionate about friendships you're not a part of. That's cringe. Don't be offended on behalf of people that aren't offended themselves. That's like weird, like white lady shit. Being offended for like black people. You know how white women are. I'm offended that you said Dodge Chargers are only owned by one group of people. And you know what? Jermaine doesn't care. He thinks it's funny. But the white lady's offended. Like Carrie in the chat right now, she's pissed. She's pissed. Yo, it's storming, Joe. Yeah, dude. It is storming like a motherfucker outside. So make sure you guys stay safe. Okay? Stay safe. Ben says, I find the clip sad and depressing. I do too. So anyways, boys, real quick, like this show, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. We're going to get into some nonsense tonight with Cecil. We have 18 names on the car for Iowa. Okay, there is going to be a press release, I think Monday, that's going to blow your assholes out the water. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. So that's going to be very, very interesting to see. I'm excited. I know all about it. I know everything, obviously, about it. So that's very, very fun. So you guys are going to get to see some crazy shit, and some more stuff I'm going to discuss here a little bit later. But it's going to blow your asshole out the water very, very fast. Very, very interesting stuff. My dream is exploding, and I don't even know why, and I don't think I deserve it, but I'm going to do everything I can to be successful. Real quick, Mighty Wolf says, how can you support Nick's child neglect? There is no evidence to suggest that. This is kind of like those things. See, I don't really care what the situation is, left, right, center. I don't really care. But it's still a, innocent until proven guilty thing. What's up, Cecil? And what's very important about this whole situation,
burn him,
kill him, is if there was an issue, CPS would have went in that day, not 6 days later. And a neglect charge is automatically added when there's drugs involved. Now, it's very possible some shit went down, and I think the cam footage will kind of explain all that for everybody. And I hope not to see anything, but if I do, that sucks. And drugs do that to people. But yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. So
if anybody wants to know my take, I've said it 1,000 times. I don't know anything about it until I see everything. I heard his side, their side. My only condemnation of the whole situation is I don't give a shit what adults do. They could be fucking having orgies, doing drugs. Leave it at your front door. Don't bring it at home. That's the crime for me.
Yep.
But not unforgivable. It's fucking, if you're having substance abuse problems or whatever, fine. But as far as me believing a cop report, I would believe a crackhead over the cops at this point. So I have zero trust in the police. So I'm not going to take their word and be like, oh well, the police said it. So, but I'm also not going to defend what might be bad, because like I said, I think anybody who's got kids at home owes it to them to leave that behavior at the door. Once you stop bringing it in, you are opening yourself up to big fucking trouble. And that's it. So that was, what his sin, as far as I'm concerned, is not leaving it at your doorstep. You want to go on vacation, you want to go to motels, you want to go to other people's houses, go fucking nuts. Leave that shit at the doorstep. That's my whole thing. But as far as me just believing a fucking cop's report, that's not likely. Doesn't mean, and if it turns out he was fucked up, then, I'll reassess. But
yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
And the issue is it becomes like almost like a political thing. And I'm not saying this issue in itself is political, but the way people treat it is very political. So let's take statistics, for example, just one example of something that people make political. If you happen to belong on a certain side of whatever aisle you think you're on, if people bring statistics that support the people that you're against, you automatically say the government made those statistics up, and they're not true. If they do support what you're saying, then they are the best statistics on earth, and we should always be quoting them forever. And when it comes to that kind of thing, people that see any allegation that Nick maybe did something that could put his children in danger, which very much could be true, they automatically will believe it 100% because they hate Nick. And if they like Nick, they would 100% disagree with him.
You're going to be biased whether you like him or not. So, I mean, I like him, so I want to give him the benefit of doubt. But on anytime I've seen enough police lying and just bullshitting and CPS destroy people and fucking false allegations during divorces and custody like shit like that. I've seen, I've watched, and it's like, you got to sit back and wait. I'll believe Nick in the meantime. He's my friend, but but my only criticism that I would give him, and I don't think it's harsh. I think it's pretty fucking level-headed. I think that's just common sense. Leave that shit at the door. You got kids. If you got kids, it's not about you. Have your fun, but it's about it. You can't be that selfish to bring that shit in the front door. That's it. And that's
it's kind of like a thing. It's like when me and Nick's, hanging out somewhere, we're traveling, whatever. And it's just Nick and a few fucking people.
I've drank till the sun came up with Nick. So it's not like I'm like, my God, what bad behavior. That's fine. He can do whatever he wants, but I would say, just as a good rule of thumb, if you have children, leave that shit at your doorstep. And that's pretty much my entire opinion on this situation right now until I got more information.
Let's see what Gundam's opinion is on it. What do you think?
I think I don't give a shit. How about that? How about that?
What's up, man? Long time no see. I didn't know.
Cecil, one of my favorite people. Thank God you're here. I love Cecil. You know why? Because he's real. He's old as thunder. He's experienced life. Like Cecil remembers when everything wasn't retarded. Remember that?
I remember the before times.
The before 4 times.
The good old days, man. Oh my God. The Nick Rekieta thing, it's kind of interesting because I never cared much. I knew he was drinking like a fish for a long time. Everybody fucking knew that. I've done 1 or 2 streams with him. He was always in a hot tub too. Every time I was in a stream with him, he's in a hot tub. And I'm like,
everybody get rid of your hot tub. Nothing good happens when I'm in a hot tub.
I've learned a lesson. I won't buy a hot tub now. So my knowledge of Nick Rekieta was a Johnny Depp trial, hot tubs, and getting completely plastered. And then I heard rumors for years. They're like, oh, Nick Rekieta. I'm not going to say the people who told me. I'm going to be nice this time. Oh, Nick Rekieta swings. I don't know if I approve of that. You know what I thought? I said, I don't give a shit if he swings. I don't care if James almost pisses all over Nick Rekieta in the greatest golden shower ever, unless there's audio of it and it's funny. Then I'm interested.
Wait, Edward James almost?
I'm just pulling names out of the sky. Is he alive or dead? I don't know.
What an odd fucking choice for a golden shower.
Well, we're touching on just how perverted Nick was. You do a line of blow. You're with Edward James almost. You're doing more rails than a train. That's my guy.
He was the admiral on Battlestar Galactica.
I've never even seen it.
And the problem with that is even that far in the future, they did not have a cure for adult acne. That's what always bothered me about that.
Well, they also didn't have the trans movement in the future, so they really missed the ball.
Well, suddenly they do. It's like Gundam. That's the funniest thing is when they're introducing correcting people's like misgendering and pronouns in a galaxy far, far away, but it somehow is experiencing Californian politics.
Yeah,
like modern day.
2024 fucking.
These fucking people are so goddamn one-dimensional. Az was right when he was screaming into that microphone, "You're fucking boring." That was the sound of a middle-aged man realizing everything he loved was dead, and he was trying to cope with it.
It's happening so much earlier.
When are they going to abandon? Like they are now. I have a theory that it's like they're just pedal to the metal. They're like, if we feed them shit long enough, it's a war of attrition. That
it certainly is.
The kids that are growing up now, if they've been raised on shit, they'll never know that there was actually good stuff. They'll actually have a taste for shit and ask for more shit. So they're like throwing billions, but they're like, you know what? I'm going to keep feeding it. And you know what? Eventually, one day, you're going to go, more shit.
We're already there.
Yeah, well, more shit. I need
We're
more
already
shit.
there. TikTok has already conditioned the children for absolute garbage. They can't even tell time without a digital clock, Cecil.
Oh my God.
I watched a black child's brain completely implode off of the idea of hands on a clock. And you're like, they're going to keep shoveling shit, and one day they'll take it. We're there. It's over.
How about cursive? Is like, that might as well be hieroglyphics.
I know they removed cursive writing. I was writing something at the bank in cursive, and they were like, "Sir, what is this scribble?" And I'm like, "I give up.
We don't speak Egyptian here, sir."
Sir, we respect your nationality, but
it's crazy when you try to just scroll. Like I deleted TikTok 100 years ago, but I still have Instagram, and I'll mistakenly press the damn Reels button sometimes, and I try to avoid
your whole thing.
The entire thing is like, I moved to the Northeast because it's so high IQ and everybody's so tolerant, and I'm like, yeah, it's because it's 98.6% white, you dumb bitch. Like
I'm in the Northeast. I throw the curve off a little there.
You throw it off a little bit, like Billy Hatcher, by the way.
He's still hanging on.
He barely. Well, he's part of that old guard. It says, when will you have Zia on to talk to her about Nick? I want to hear what she has to say. And Cecil finally shows up on time for once. He kind of wasn't, actually. He was like 3 minutes late, but it's fine. Thank you, Billy Hatcher. Love you. Appreciate you.
One more thing on the Nick thing, by the way, because I got derailed. Like, I found out he was doing bumps like crazy. Literally, when like the video started going up and I saw powder in his nose. That's when I became interested in Nick. I was like, okay, now this guy's a party. This is my type of animal. I had a good laugh. I'm not going to laugh. I watched him completely zonked out of his mind while I sang in the background, "There Goes My Hero," because I'm a degenerate. I don't care.
Dude,
but the funny thing is, people got pissed at me. They're like, "Oh, Gundam knew Nick Rekieta was swinging for years, but he didn't know Nick had kids." Yeah, I didn't know Nick had kids. It never came up when he was in the fucking hot tub. He didn't go, "Hey, Gundam, by the way, I'm proud of my little ones." It didn't come up. And I don't give enough of a fuck about the guy's life to research him. Are there children in your house while you're drinking liquor? Like, fucking A.
Well, people think you can just stop it. Like, I've known for, a year or two about some certain things. Me and Cecil, we were somewhere. We were in some random ass state, me, Cecil, and we were like, we were having this really deep conversation, like one-on-one. I'm like, I'm really worried about Nick. And he's like, yeah, me too. And this was like a year ago, man.
The funny thing is, people have theories that Cecil was in the mix at like conventions. They're like, "Oh, Rekieta's doing bumps with Cecil.
Yeah.
That's why they're buddy and buddy." I'm like, that sounds on brand for Cecil. I'm just disappointed.
Let me tell you something. I have hung out with Nick and his wife multiple times. Never got invited to the orgy. I mean,
so they're greedy. They're greedy, and they found you unattractive. You don't need friends like that.
I think the second part of that is the more.
I was pretty upset. I hear about all this, and I've heard about this stuff for a long time as well. And Nick's told me about a couple things that he's done, and I'm like, why did I never get invited?
That's how you know you got real friends.
I was an altar boy in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, Lord.
Asshole completely intact. Everybody's getting skewered around me.
Cecil's like, I was too ugly for the local pedophile.
He's dodging the dicks before the mass.
Just dodging all the dicks.
They're like, "Young Cecil, could you get your friend Jeremy to come over?" You stay outside, though.
You watch the door. Oh, I always have to watch
You let us know when the police are here, Cecil.
You
He's
ring
too
the bell.
stalky.
Ring the bell when they see the cops.
You're like, here you go, Cecil. Here's the bell.
Yep. Cecil was the reason the entire Boston bust happened. There was like 1,800 priests that got charged and like moved around all over the US and went back to the old country because Cecil was so jealous that his
By the way,
asshole was untainted.
they just released some footage. Hold on.
Let's see it.
Here we go.
This is police cam footage of the actual arrest.
What?
If there's video of Nick Rekieta getting beaten, I'm going.
Oh my god! This
my
is not like this.
You son of a bitch! Like, how could you do this to me?
Ah, God damn it.
No,
That's the wrong one.
That's upsetting.
Every time you got me, I was so excited. I was like, "Holy shit, we're gonna see this shit right now!" Oh my god, it's crazy.
That's how you know your friend. Like that's how you know you got real friends. Your real friends will offer you like stuff. They go like, "Hey, dude, you want to do it? You want to do a line? Huh? You want some pills? I have some pills, mushrooms." That's how you know it's your real friend. The people who don't care about you, they won't share shit.
No, you're right. You're right. Now that means Nick's a real friend. I'll never forget that
That's
time.
awkward.
Dude, yeah, he pulled me to the side at like 6 a.m. one time. Was like, "You gonna hit these hookers?" And I'm like, "No, I'm going to go to bed, Nick." And he's like, "Oh, well, I'll see you later."
Yeah, we all know that's a lie. You're like, no, the hookers. Yeah, right.
Look, man, I'm from
Good
Alabama.
day, sir.
Okay? I'm from Alabama. They leave a slug trail around. We had one called Charlotte the Harlot. Charlotte the Harlot.
No, this is like Nick Rekieta level. He'd be getting some high class escorts, I think.
No, she had the fuck, dude. Her teeth look like a chainsaw blade.
Wait, so you're telling me that Nick Rekieta was getting nasty Southern hookers?
No, no, this was in a high class area. I'm just saying.
Oh, I was about to say, now this is an exclusive.
Her
He's
teeth. I
talking
don't know
about-
why she's not taking some of the money and getting her teeth fixed. Because it looks like somebody hit her with damn brass knuckles over and over in her teeth.
Wait, are you talking about the girl from Alabama or the girl from Vegas?
Vegas.
The girl in Vegas had bad teeth.
Yeah, dude.
Hmm.
Bro, it she had a lisp because they were so bad. But
You
she
probably
she was
needed
kind of
to
hot.
Oh, that's cute.
She's kind of hot though.
It's cute. Do you have a picture for me and Cecil?
But I guarantee you her ass did not make any noises. There's no queefs coming out of that. No farts.
Like most of these women have like they promote on Instagram and stuff like that. Don't ask me how I know. No, I know.
No, dude. No, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. But no, yeah. This police cam. I had a Charlotte the Harlot too, Sean. Holy shit, she got around. So, dude, she was crazy. I would get off work at GameStop after a midnight release at 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I would sit in my Jeep and I'd hear a knock on my damn window. And I look over, Charlotte the Harlot standing there, and she's like, "Do you have any money for panties?" Every time.
Yeah.
For panties?
I think that's code.
Yeah, it has to be. And dude, she was probably 39, but looked 70 and had no teeth.
Oh, get out of here then.
Yeah.
Well, how is
That's when
she
you,
in
that's
bed,
when you
though?
hit her in the head with your copy of God of War midnight release. You know?
She is probably because I was like an obese, like 16-year-old working at GameStop. She thought she could snag my ass.
Oh, that
Were
makes
you
sense.
like, are you my girlfriend, miss?
Is Cecil blind? No, he's not blind. It's part of Cecil's mysticism. Like the
Somebody
coolest
was-
guys wear shades in the house and at night, like Bono, Cecil,
Beasel.
yeah, Cecil. Listen, he's a good company. Just know that.
Oh my god. Lagging becomes a member. Thank you so much, my friend. I love you. Licking the Bacon says, time to dig out the old uterine prolapse video and play it constantly on every Jack show from now on, starting tomorrow. Thank you.
Whenever I
Licking the Bacon.
take my glasses off, everybody yells at me. They say, too much face. Too much face.
Yeah, it's too much.
I think like you're better off with the glasses. It's like part of the image. There's always some glasses you're wearing.
There's always
on
like,
brand.
I wear glasses under.
Like you shouldn't let people know you have glasses under the glasses. Like you had us fooled up till then.
That's his reading glasses. Armor Guard
Listen,
says,
just edit that out and post.
Nina's the biggest clout chaser on YouTube, unmatched. I don't know what that's referring to, but she's always nice as hell to me. Thank you, Armor Guard. Licking Bacon. There's no teeth part doesn't sound too bad. In that movie, The Yes Man, apparently the granny gave the best blowjob of all time, and I would imagine she could because she could bite down on it and it would be great.
You're gonna find out one day when you get old. It's coming. Death and that. Those are the only two
it's
things
coming.
guaranteed to you.
Oh, it's coming. By the way, we're a tenth of the way to Naked Snake. Every $100 super chat goes on my race car for Iowa, NASCAR Cup Series, and Xfinity, and ARCA is going to be there. It's going to be a huge weekend. Get on it, doggone it. Thank you guys for so much love. I appreciate you guys.
See, I consider a good blowjob a girl that's willing to pretend she's having a hard time getting the whole thing in her mouth.
That's
I was
never
like,
happened to me.
I was like, that. I was like,
You
that's
can't pretend to do that for me.
No
Like,
woman's ever cared about you enough. That's what Cecil's saying. That's
No.
how you know a girl loves you.
You know what I hate? I hate when they don't like fake the hand thing and they grab it like this, like tweezers with two fingers. And you're like, come on, can you at least like pretend to wrap your hand around?
Man,
Well,
I'm fine with that. Tug it like it's a joint, baby. Smoke it.
If a girl says I'm hurting her during sex, I'm like, oh, I'm on your hair, aren't I?
Exactly.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Armagard says Nina tried organizing an intervention for Nick. Well, since Nina's already like talked about it, I never really talked about it. I said there was kind of something in the works, but yeah, Nina did message me and I messaged Drex and we were kind of all trying to make something work. This was 2 days before the arrest. I think it was a Tuesday. And I was going to fly out there. Drex was going to go over to see to Nick's house, check on him, and then I was going to fly out there. We were going to, we were just playing it by ear, man, because it was right after his like fucked up stream. And then of course he got arrested the next day.
One of the funniest streams I've ever seen him do, I gotta admit.
It was world class. Yeah, I was 10 out of 10. I watched the whole thing. I shit you not. I was watching it and I had a girl over at my house. Fucking Jesse, Jesse CECIL. We were sitting there and like literally audibly gasping and like being like, holy shit, every 20 seconds.
I was laughing my ass off.
It was wild. And then that part where he just stops moving and starts like pretending to masturbate like DSP. Oh my God. What a beautiful, I'll always love it. It's part of my intro now. So
now here's what we were talking about the other night though, is they had to get a battering ram because he wasn't letting them in. At that time, why weren't they flushing stuff? Why?
They're not professionals.
Yeah.
Like, Cecil, you've been around.
Seriously, like honestly, why? Like, they're coming in. Like,
that's like what I'm telling you, dude. Like, most people have not lived a lifestyle such as yours, Cecil. A lot of people don't know what to do. Like, remember how Carrie Fisher died? She died from too much heroin. No, the chick who played Princess Leia.
Yeah, she died on a plane, didn't she?
No, she died from a drug overdose.
Yeah, she was
doing heroin, and then she tried to level off of coke, but she took too much and killed herself. Not too many people understand the delicate balance.
Well, that's usually how people die from this, because they're stressed out. They haven't done it in a while. And they're like, fine, I'm going to cheat and I'm going to do it. But if I'm going to do it, I want it to count.
Oh, yeah,
So they do what they did the last time they did it, but they're clean, or they've been clean for a few months, and their system, it goes into complete fucking shock from they're like, fuck it. If I'm going to cheat, I want to get high. I don't want to do something.
Bro, from now on, when I have benders, I'm calling you because you're describing
I'll talk
exactly
you through
how
it,
I go through shit. Like, I literally turn on 9 Inch Nails, Mr. Self-Destruct, and I just go hard.
Oh my God. It's like a fucking what's that fucking band that all white girls love and they always talk about?
Dark Horse, White Pony. The band did White Pony.
The guy's name is
that your band?
His name's Chinko something. Chinko.
That's not my band, see, so believe
Chinko
me.
something. Somebody in the chat will get it immediately. You guys know
Chinko.
it's like Chinko.
Dude, it's got to be Deftones.
Deftones. That's it. Yeah,
that's exactly it.
Fucking Deftones, man. Every white girl I meet, they like after they fucking put their underwear back on, they're like, let's listen to some Deftones. And I'm like, fuck, I have to buy like every Deftones album. Fucking
it helps
vinyl,
dude. Yeah, vinyl's a good choice. Yeah, they like
always. Dude, I went to the vinyl store today and got like.
You seem like you really care about music for some reason with fucking vinyl.
Love it.
But I will admit, the last time I was high as hell listening to Led Zeppelin 3 on vinyl with my friends, meanwhile, it's like 2018. We're in a house done up like it's 1970. There's something wrong with my life. It's stupid.
That I do want you to call me next time. I'm actually going to start a suicide hotline.
I like it.
But it's a different type. It's going to talk you through it, not try to
jump. Just go ahead.
Don't be a pussy.
Things will be easier
now. One more fistful will do it.
No more mortgage payments. It's fine.
Run into the light.
Those are gonna be some lawsuits out the ass, son. They'll approve it in Canada.
Do it in Sweden. They'll love you.
Yeah, in Canada, that there was that cute girl that was like 26. And they freaking killed her ass.
Oh man, you got any pictures?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, let's see them. Like, we might as well make sure she's cute. You know, like it's very tragic when they're attractive.
It's like such a waste.
It's only tragic when they're attractive.
That's why I like Cecil. He gets me. Cecil's like a real New Yorker, in my opinion. I don't come across too many of those.
She looks kind of like Juju. Hold on.
I come across fucking New Yorkers that tell me about privilege and shit now, and I'm like,
Juju's kind of like a 6, right? So
she's okay, you know. She's 29,
28.
28. Yeah, she's gonna age hard.
Who is this?
This is the girl that got assisted suicide. 28 years old.
She does look similar to my girlfriend. So
she heard my band was getting back together, and she just couldn't take it.
And she, Juju, I saw you in the chat. You know, get ready because the breakup with me is life changing. So,
yeah, chat is saying she's mid.
Yeah, she's mid, but like
Juju, you're mid. See,
you'd feel way better if she was like fat.
Somebody in the comments said, "Gunham, who the hell's your back screen?" That's Susan Wojcinski, the former CEO of YouTube.
Yeah, dude.
Looking down on me, passing her blessings.
Somebody said she did the right thing. Somebody. Listen, her best days are behind her.
She's heading towards 30. She was single, had no kids. She just gave up too soon.
Yeah, she was just one of those girls. It's the issue is all these women, they don't need to improve or like improve themselves in any way, shape, or form as far as a personality.
Breach, brother, breach.
They already fit in from birth all the way until their 30s, and then
if they're attractive,
if they're attractive,
even if they're mid, they're still
they're just thin. Gundam, just
thin is nice. You know,
now you can even be fat, and then they get a little bit older, and then no one wants to be around them because they suck. And dude, if you find a woman that has a good personality and she's attractive in any way, shape, or form, a 6 becomes like a 9 if she's cool as fuck.
Because you hang on to her like grim death.
Yeah, it's like Juju. Juju's got a really, really good personality,
and he brings it back to Juju. He really saved it. Wow, man.
Yeah, see, I'm going full circle.
He's in the chat, so yeah, that's true. Like, my girlfriend's like a solid 4. No, I'm just kidding.
if she's got a romper on, she looks pretty slick. I'm about 6.5 with a romper, and then she got a good personality, so it bumps it up a little.
Yeah, she's easy, like just easy going. That's a no.
She's easy, Jesus.
No.
I understand what Cecil's saying. The older you get, the more they are, the better.
She's just a pleasure to hang. I've hung out with nightmares, and
same.
Yeah, women that really make you question why you're even here.
That was almost every single girl off Tinder was a nightmare. Every single one. It didn't matter if they were Asian, white, fucking Hispanic. They all were the same girl. They're like,
I noticed you left out black.
Well,
take the boy out of Alabama.
We have preferences.
Listen, I'm not going to give him shit for it. After Hunter Biden saying no yellow is his way of saying no Asian women, my world was changed.
Enough with the yellow already.
I just came out of Taiwan, damn it.
William Baker, my boy, says, I'm still wondering if the shell casings had spent primers because I saved my brass from the range. So the spent shell casings that Nick had in his master bedroom were like 22 LR. And he said he didn't even own a 22 LR in the DMs. So I don't know what that's about.
See, now he loses points. Elvis used to just fire off rounds into his ceiling, and I thought that was so cool. Oh, I think Steven Tyler from Aerosmith did it too. He would have been in good company. Like, I would have owned that if I got caught and they were like, Gundam had shell casings. Well, yeah, sometimes I got pissed and I shot the wall because it gave me shit.
Dude, that's like, so if you don't have, if money is not an issue for you, I don't see why you're not firing off rounds and then calling somebody or getting your maid to call somebody to fix the damn roof. If you have like $100 million, I'll never forget the funnest time of my life. I was driving around a BMW. I was 17 years old in the backwoods. And I was driving around in the backwoods, 17 years old with a BMW. And I was drifting around these corners. Probably should have died because I had no idea what I was doing. And I was firing off a damn 9 into the sky. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah, you can't do that around here.
Yeah, and I hadn't even started drinking or anything yet. I didn't even start drinking for 10 years after that. I was firing off a 9. Dude, and this guy, one of my friends was making out with this really, really fat girl in the back seat.
That was like one of your most special memories. You realize that because you remember it.
Core memory, man. I think about it every day. Like, every time I see
that was like your peak. You do realize that now. It was like all downhill from there.
Did you, Gundam? You ever go to Wohop down to 17 Mott Street? The Chinese.
Hell no.
It's it was like an all night Chinese restaurant like throughout for the 80s and 90s down, and it would just go 24 hours. And back when I don't know, I was in my early 20s, you could go down there and you could buy blockbusters at any time of the night and any month of the year. You could, and the guy would give it to you in a little brown paper sack, like a dozen of them, 6 and 6. And we used to be wasted. Go to 17 Mott, have food, and then be driving home over like the 59th Street Bridge, lighting them off of cigarettes and throwing them out the fucking sunroof, and it'd be like lightning flashes. And this was like obviously pre 9/11, but it was so great how lawless it was back then.
Pre 9/11 was a different time for New York.
It was. Well, this was pre Giuliani, so it was absolutely fucking insane.
I think we're getting back to that point though, realistically.
I think so.
But like it's way worse now.
It's creeping. It's creeping. And it's still not as bad. People forget how bad the 80s were. 80s were like, there was glass. The streets were lined with glass.
It was garbage.
No, garbage and broken glass from windows. Everybody's radio was ripped out. Everybody had
to put signs in the cars that said no radio to keep them from,
or window door open. Doors are open. Please don't break glass. And everybody
had that the criminals can't read.
Everybody's walking around with their radio in their hand because it was a pullout. Everybody had the club.
I remember that. Not even from there. That's funny.
It was
there's commercials.
Yeah, you would literally take they had a thing where you would just pop your radio out as you left your car and like take it with you like a briefcase.
Yeah.
I remember the club. There's commercials for that. Does the club even work? I think the club would be a better weapon to club someone with.
That's what it was mostly used for. Road rage, basically, is people now they had a metal bar. So anytime, there was a million people were clubbed with a club.
Great marketer.
The way you would break it is you would put air, fucking what the fuck, canned air, freeze it, and you could just break it with a hammer. Like
damn, that is easy
in a minute. Yeah,
I'm writing this down.
God, that's why
it's got to be applicable.
If you find a club now, it's like an antique.
You know what they should do? They should treat New York like El Salvador and just go so hard on crime that everyone's so afraid to even like crack a fart.
I'd fucking love it.
God, could you imagine? Dudes just screams at like a lady behind a register, and
criminals went to jail.
God, how
do you see how fucked up it is? Because they're like, they're like, no, you're in the United States. There's like people are mimicking the prison lifestyle, the fashion, the amount. They're like, here, you're not allowed to, as long as you're a prisoner, when you're out of the cell, you're not allowed to stand up straight. You have to walk like an animal the entire time. You ever watch them being marched?
Yeah.
They all are at the waist. They're not, if they make eye contact with a guard, they get their ass kicked. If they stand up straight, they get their ass kicked. So like any view of prison life, you are like literally an animal. They're basically stripped down, no shirt, no nothing, and walking humped over with their eyes on their own feet. So there's no romanticizing prison life.
They're getting a late introduction to what their father should have did, but they never had a father. Dude, my dad did that shit to me all the time. Dude, I would come home every day. I would be like, hey, Dad, I want this game. It's Metal Gear Solid 1. I'm 9 years old.
And then your father would rip your shirt off.
Your dad would rip your shirt off and make you walk bent over at the way.
Yeah. No. I would want the MGS 1, and he'd be like, no. And I'd be like, please. And he'd be like, no. And then I would like kind of throw a fit, and he'd be like, wait till we get home. We would get home, and I would think he completely forgot about it. And I would go hide under my bed. And an hour later, he'd come in my room and drag me out of my bed and just beat me mercilessly with a belt. And he did that so often. And I'm a great man as a result.
He's driving in NASCAR rather than dealing crack. Corporal punishment works.
It works, dude. There's one time he beat me so good, I started blacking out. My mom had to come in and tackle him and pull him off me.
My dad almost committed a murder.
He pictures his dad in the car behind him. That's why he's doing so well.
That's what I do, man.
He's looking in the rearview. Daddy.
Coming for me. Squid. Nick lied. Obviously, he fired off rounds at the ceiling cats. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would do, man. He did.
Yeah, if he's on enough coke, he probably didn't remember he did it.
No,
don't remember owning the gun, everything. Probably sailed it for another 8-ball or something.
Yeah,
I'm a little short, Rodney. Man, that 22's real nice. It's got a gold inlay and shit. I need something like that for around here. It's very dangerous. And then Rick is like, all right. Here you go. Just give me the 8-ball. Like my wife is ready, primed and ready, and so's the other chick, my side piece. And then that was that.
Oh wait, they just released some more video from the house after the raid. Shit, when they got home.
Did the raid video come out? Because I know everybody's trying to buy it.
No, but this was Nick and his wife.
Dude, there's a part where her shirt gets ripped off, and she got some nice titties in that movie.
Who, Dr. Melfi?
Yeah, she looked pretty nice. No, yeah, well, he wasn't even there. He got pulled over, and they were like, "Hey, man, we're gonna like break into your house. We need a door code." And he's like, "No." And they were like, he said, "I want to see the warrant." And they showed him the warrant, and then he just threw it on the ground.
He's like, "Fuck you, pigs!" And they're like, "All right, break it open."
Well, don't help them. Like I agree with that. Never ever help them under any circumstance. Like,
Well, then now he has to replace his door frame because they beat that son of a bitch down.
I'm pretty sure he can afford it. I don't think Nick's hurting for money.
I mean, what do you think's more traumatizing for a child? Some police just walk in leisurely to your house, escort everybody out, do their search, or you're a kid, you're sitting on the couch, and the fucking door flies off the hinges. People are screaming.
I'm sure Nick like prepared his family by making a call, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Honey, the police are going to be beating down the door. Don't freak out.
Flush everything.
You got 5 minutes.
That was a mistake. Should have flushed.
Flushed everything.
That was a bad mistake. Yeah. He does have plenty of money. I mean, if you're spending $20,000 a month on fucking coke, like you easily
Whoa,
be able to replenish that shit in 2 seconds.
20 G's. I didn't know it was that much flowing. How's he not dead?
Well, he got pretty close.
Where are you getting these numbers from?
That's where I'm asking. I think Camelot shared something he shouldn't have.
That's not that much.
$20,000 a month.
That's not much for. That's not much.
Chat.
Not for a family of 7. I mean,
20 grand's not that much, proving you've lost your fucking mind. Chat. How much are your monthly expenses for cocaine, chat? Everybody's like, I got $5 in a pocket full of land.
Man, I don't know. That's just too much. It's just too much money. Squid says, we already read that one. Thank you, Squid. Appreciate you. Mario Trujillo says the nose is too small. Nick doesn't even need a straw. Also, Cecil without shades looks like Kevin Smith before he went SJW. Well, that sucks.
Is he known for being handsome? Oh, fuck.
Yeah. No, don't let it get you down.
He's known for not dying when he had a heart attack because he was so overweight.
Yeah. Where he failed, I'll succeed.
That's too much. It's too much. Speaking of too much, we are 1/5 of the way to Naked Snake for the 311th show in a row. I appreciate you guys so much. Rumble Hunter Brooks says I had a parent that was physically abusive. The other was physically abusive. I still love them and they love me. That's the same way, dude. My dad is like my hero, and he mercilessly beat my ass when I was a kid. So
my family was physical and psychologically abusive. I had the makings to become a serial killer. Something went wrong.
What do you mean you enjoyed it, Camelot? Oh, Daddy, look, I broke the vase.
I actually did that once.
Cody, how many goddamn spankings you? Oh, I'm so bad. Oh, you didn't hear me before, but I was cussing.
Blue Waffle says I spend $1,500 a week on blow.
That's a lot less than 20 grand. That's my point.
Well, it's like what
20 grand is a new car every month.
That's like $6 grand. Well, he said Blue Waffle says he's spending $6 grand a month on blow. Yeah. Malcheron says timeline is messed up. They asked him for a code at the stop. He refused because they didn't have a warrant there. They didn't give it to him until they got to his house, by which they had already broke down the door. Okay, thank you, Malcheron. I appreciate you. For the Orange Boy, appreciate you so much, dude. Yeah, so that makes way more sense, actually.
$20 to set you straight.
Yeah, thank you, Malcheron. Appreciate you. That is pretty wild. But it looks like he's looking at. Well, we talked about this on the last show. He's looking at probably a suspended sentence, and probably not serving any time in prison.
There's no fucking way. That's
which is great for him and for his children. As long as he cleans his act up, that's fine.
He should have been like, "This is $2 grand worth of coke. I fucking do $20,000 a month. Come on, give me a break. Give me a break."
Maybe he wasn't worried because he was like so low on grams. It's only like one snort left. That's nothing.
It's like the
It's
size of
barely
a
enough to
softball.
get my cat high.
Look.
Speaking of which, where's Mr. Binks?
Yeah. What
Nick,
is?
he died 6 months ago.
Oh, Zachary Binks, the Hocus Pocus kitty. Art the Clown says 26 grams is the amount. 3 grams is 1 8-ball. That's almost 9 8-balls. How much is an 8-ball? I don't know the gold prices.
I knew one dude who
Alexa,
said
how
he could
much
get
is
you
an
an
8-ball
8-ball.
of Coke? If she knows.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was so vanilla, man. I don't I've never done anything other than like an edible twice or 3 times, and one time it was cool. The other 2 times it was terrifying. I was watching Black Sheep, and that fucking part where he falls down the hill in Black Sheep, I was tripping balls because it was like 20 minutes long, and I hated it. I had to get up and walk out of the room. It was the weirdest shit. But other than that, yeah, I just drink recreationally. So
Yeah. I got no advice for you on that. Do what you want, I say.
It gave me the price for Coke at Kroger's.
You don't expect Google to know. You got to go to
You fucking
Bing.
swear, Alexa, nerd.
go to Bing. Does Bing dude? Bing used to be based as hell. I remember I used to go to Bing a couple years ago, and I'd be like, I want to watch Formula One, and I don't have cable, so I just typed in Formula One stream, and it would be the first link, and I just watched it on Bing. But now Bing is 100% identical to Google now, so you can't fucking do any of that shit on Bing.
$200. They're saying $200 for an 8-ball.
200-300. So if you have 9, that's about $3,000. So he'd have
Let me give a tip for any of the kids listening. You want to save money.
Uh-huh.
Cut it with a generous helping of fentanyl. You get really high for half the price.
And you also most likely get hooked harder, though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help the kids out here.
Or you die. Like some people just do fentanyl once and they're done. So you got to know the odds, kids.
That's actually very interesting. You said that. My brother did fentanyl once in 2017 and died.
Told you.
It was one time. He did it one time. They found him 12 hours later in his bedroom. It was fucking gone.
I had 2 friends die from that.
Yeah, dude. First time you ever tried it? Gone. It's crazy, man. Funeral was really fucked up. It was really sad. I didn't feel anything until the funeral. Then I was like, I feel way more than I wanted to feel. Umbrella guy, Tug says he's buying by the ounce, not by the 8-ball. Thank you, Tug.
All right, look up by the ounce.
Google. Everybody in the chat. What's the? You guys know better. Blue Waffle knows. Tell us, Blue Waffle.
Yeah, you get a better price when it's not broken up.
Yeah. April. Armagard says, "Is April Imholt single now or what?" I hope so because I plan on hitting. The Squid says the biggest reason Nick didn't give the cops the door code is because refusing to give the cops what they want means he didn't consent, just in case there's a problem. Good point, Squid. Thank you, my friend. Nice gold boy on your face there. Brando Commando says, I can get an 8-ball for $200 to $250 in Milwaukee. You guys are all degenerates in the chat.
I think it's more of a sign of how everything sucks real bad now.
That's true.
You can't even do draw. Like, I wouldn't even, like, I'd been offered in the last few years. I won't fucking touch it because it's always that story, like the fucking tourist who comes in. Yeah, I used to do coke, and the guy do a fucking line, and it's got fentanyl in it. I drop fucking dead.
I know.
Like, yeah. So I did some acid in last July, and that was pretty much my last hurrah. I'm done.
Last hurrah. Yeah, I've been offered. Yeah.
Then you casually walked out of the establishment like John Wayne at the end of that movie, and the little kid's like, "Cecil, come back." Well, I don't know as a little kid, but there's a kid in the movie.
It was you're thinking of Shane, and it wasn't John Wayne.
Oh, who cares? John Wayne's walking out of some doorway because I looked it up on YouTube. So everybody said John Wayne would shit his pants, so I looked it up.
It's like the football thing where he throws the jersey back.
Like he walks real funny, like he did shit his pants. I gotta see if I can find a link.
He always walks that way.
That reminds me of the football commercial where he throws this jersey back and hits the kid in the face.
Somebody in the chat said when Cecil walked out, he looked more like John Wayne Gacy.
He's just got children.
How dare you
for
that accurate joke? How dare you?
Oh my God. Lickin' Bacon says an 8-ball, 3.5 grams, and should be about $300 to $400. Thank you, Lickin' Bacon. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you guys for all your degenerate insights of drugs. That's really nice.
And life sucks. You might as well get a buzz where you can, get a high where you can, have a good time. Fuck it. You'll be dead one day
my
anyway.
high is completely from just going fast and almost dying all the time.
Yeah, but look at the barrier for entry for you to go real fast and almost dying in NASCAR. It's cheaper to get an 8-ball for most people.
That is,
There you go.
You're right. You're
Like
completely.
we're getting our kicks when we can get them. Yeah, do an 8-ball, watch NASCAR, pretend you're driving. That's where we're at. Or getting away from
Pretend you're
police.
drunk. Here it is. There's
Oh, this is the searchers. Yeah, this is
look at CECIL.
Yeah, this was a fucking a weird movie because like the Indians lead them out into the desert, and then while they're there, they rape and kill all the women, and kidnap one of the women, and one of the little girls, and then the Indian tribe raises the little girl as their own, and then they finally find her when she's like, they've been searching for years and years, and they find her, and she's like a woman in their tribe. Anyway, that's the movie. It's a real downer.
Yeah, sometimes tribes will replace dead family members with another tribe person or somebody you kidnap from war or something.
I thought that Native Americans were really friendly.
Yeah.
Turns out, yeah, truth be told, pretty bloodthirsty in a battle, which would explain the bouts of rage I have myself, where I just, get really mad at someone and I think, dude, it's so easy for me to crack your skull open, cut your chest open, and bite into your heart like a Huron. And I just thought I was angry. But then when I looked up Native American tribes, I found out that it just comes with the package.
I want to be your counselor for a second. What's wrong there, Kemosabe?
Well, not making many wampum.
How?
The white man tells many lies.
Are you angry that I might be speaking with forked tongue right now?
Oh, no, I couldn't care less. I'm a very laid back guy. The dude abides. He's abiding now. This whole time we're talking about Dick Rekieta and I'm doing substances. Like, yeah.
I thought you were
I
clean.
don't see an issue. Oh, no, that flew out the window. I'm drinking. I'm drugging. I took some stuff that like got me so fucked up one stream. I literally couldn't talk anymore.
Oh, no.
Like I lost the ability to use my body. People are like, it's the worst stream Gundam ever did. I thought it was the best one I ever had because I went to sleep afterwards like a baby. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, those are the best ones when you get.
Wait, when did you fall off the wagon?
I can't remember. Maybe January. What month is it now?
Did you say January?
I said January.
Like January.
Well, they all start with J's. So now when I think about it, then I started drinking. I said I'll just have a little bit for New Year's Eve. And then, I should have a bit for breakfast.
You're like Ned Flanders. I guess I'll have a white wine spritzer.
I was pretty much.
He wakes up married to a whore in Vegas.
Before I knew it, I was drinking every day, at least breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't know what the fuss is. Everybody's like, you can't drink when you wake up. What are you talking about? And I don't get hangovers, which is really cool.
It does start to happen. I actually got up yesterday at like 11, I think. And it was a really nice day. My pool was ready. I went out there and floated in my pool and was just drinking claws until like 3 a.m. the next day. And I'm like, God, I should be dead, but I feel completely fine. And then
Are you drinking claws because it's Pride Month, or is that something?
Yes. Well, I stand with my brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
I think you lay with your brothers.
Very correct thing to say now that you're in NASCAR.
Yes. I stand with the Lagubita group.
Now, Gundam, now, are you worried that you're, portraying a negative stereotype? You Red Devils with that fire water.
I think that having that bloodline has given me the ability to drink without having a hangover or getting sick. So there's some upsides. I'm pretty proud of that.
Dude, I fucking will dude, I have to drink every
Pride Month for everyone, but just for different reasons.
Yeah, I have to drink a lot to
what
every day.
color on that flag is Indians who are proud to be drunk without getting hangovers.
It's just I hate YouTube
And that new flag.
Yeah.
Somebody's got an echo.
It's always CECIL.
Somebody's got an echo.
He's a boomer. You don't use earbuds.
I guess like the earbuds would be against his brand.
I
Yeah.
guess like the earbuds would be.
Oh, am I echoing?
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember when you turned
I?
it off the other day? Remember?
All right, I'll come in.
You turned it off the other day, remember?
I'll come in and out. I gotta leave.
That's what she said. Helena says Cody gets his kicks from racing NASCAR and eating Oreo cookies and watching Moana. I do, and the Moana 2 trailer was very underwhelming, and I'm kind of sad.
I will say racing around a motorcycle is the only time I feel my heart race.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
just a ragged edge.
Oh, dude, you know what I mean when I say we restarted at Charlotte. And Charlotte's a fast track. We're going 190 into turn 1, and I would restart in like second gear, and I would just put it to the floor. And you don't use the clutch in those cars because they have like dog gear, like shaved transmissions. You just pull it to gear. So you get third and fourth, and you're going through turn 1, going like 165, 170, and the car the back end starts to get really icy, like you feel like you're on ice, and there's cars all around you. And then you come off turn 2 up high, and you slam down, and you come. It's like coming off a 2-story building, and you have all this momentum. So you just have this run on the outside, and there's people on your inside just going backwards, and then you just throw it into turn 3. And there's bumps in turn 3. You're going 190, and the car is just out of control. Man, we did that for 100 laps at Charlotte, and it was the craziest shit I've ever experienced. It was so fun, man.
I was at Charlotte.
Yeah, you were there. It was great. Yeah.
You get your high from racing, and I get my high from hoping I'll be at the one where it happens.
Well, goddamn. Okay.
Then you turn around and go, I know that guy.
I knew that guy before he was dead.
Yeah. I'll point up at the diamond, the jumbo front.
Showing me walk in slow motion. RIP 2024. Yeah, that could have happened at freaking Talladega. God, dude. We were running 3 wide at Talladega, 180.
I was there too.
It was terrifying.
It cost me some money by not crashing.
At least we looked cool on camera. That was fun. Gabriel says, so how about Star Wars Acolyte? Man, I'm so over Star Wars. I can't even begin. It's almost like perpetual trolling. Every new producer, every new actor, every new writer, it's like, haha, we're trolling white people. White people suck. We hate white people. It's so funny. And I'm like, I don't even know why this exists and why anybody cares anymore. It's so silly.
Nobody cares. That's why it's losing money.
Sorry, go ahead.
I can't remember. Maybe
We're talking about the Acolyte.
Oh yeah, that show. Well, Disney is what they still haven't made back the $4 billion they spent on buying Star Wars, which shows you how fucking stupid they've been.
Can you fucking imagine?
Oh, of course I can imagine. You put a woman in control of something, and then she tanks the company.
I'm telling you, they are just gonna be like, they can't be like, fine, we'll give you a fucking a male lead that's heroic and women-like and likes women and has masculine qualities and will sell 1 million toys and boys will have a role model. They're like, no, let's fucking double down. Let's fucking it's the Mike Tyson. I'm gonna fuck you till you love me. It's like, I'm gonna rape you until eventually you enjoy this. That's what they're fucking doing. So
yeah, they're just getting their rocks off because they're getting automatically hired based on whatever race or sexuality they have, and then they're writing all that into the script because A, they're encouraged to do so, and B, to become a good writer or to become a good at anything, you have to go through some kind of strife to get to the position you're at. None of these people have ever experienced strife. They're getting hired based on their sexuality or race, going in there, writing a story with 0 life experience on any trauma or any achievements, and trying to write a story based around it, and they can't because there's no way they could ever do it. You have people writing movies back in the 70s and 80s that served in World War II and did all this crazy ass shit, going through a lot of trauma in life, and they're writing movies with a lot of the life experience they have. And none of these people, even the people that are writing now, don't even watch movies or read. They just fucking go in there and wing that shit. And they're like, well, if I put 2 gay characters, then it's going to get 10 out of 10.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Well, now they're like, some of the old school directors and writers are just like, hey, you can't, you're not eligible for any of the awards now unless you have. So I remember there was like a fucking director recently. He did a movie about like 17th century Norway, and a reporter literally asked him, how come there are no black people in this movie? And the director just was like, it's about Norway in the 1700s. And he just started laughing, like how ridiculous the fucking, but like, this is how people are programmed. They're like, oh, that's, so what? Like, why couldn't that be? So it's historical films are now changed. You know, like the Queen of England is black, and nothing fucking matters. And once nothing matters, nobody gives a shit. So fucking, you know what?
Yeah, once it's almost like a great reset. Once everything rolls around all the way, it doesn't matter.
Will it come back? Will somebody be like, you know what, fuck it? And you know what? Instead of making a girl Mad Max movie, let's do an old man Mad Max with a 70-something-year-old Mel Gibson who's running a family that rules justice on the wasteland, and fucking you call them for justice, and that would be a fucking sick movie. Him and his kids are like the fucking cops of the wasteland, dealing with the most insane fucking. That's the other thing. All these fucking wasteland movies, no one gets raped. All the Road Warrior movies, everybody got raped. Like,
oh my god,
the stakes were there. The opening scene of Road Warrior is a chick getting raped. He's watching.
I talked about this.
It's like
I talked about this the other day.
Fallout.
With Fallout. I'm like, why is this cute girl
around?
not getting wrecked?
No one's
by a super mutant. Why is a super mutant not coming in with his 12-inch fucking gangly monster cock and fucking just wrecking this chick? But no, she's like walking around talking to people, and they're like, "Hey, how are you, ma'am?" I'm like, "It is the end of the world. What do you mean?"
Ironically, I think the super mutants might be unisex. To be real with you,
yeah, they don't. They're like a Ken doll. There's nothing there anymore.
Like the lore on them is so weird.
I'll never forget that humans. Shit. When I turned around and I turned on my VATS, there's like
so you need to modify Fallout on a PC. They've got mods for all of that to actually make Fallout. Too. They just make it seem like a wasteland. Yeah. There's something disturbing about seeing someone's chopped up body out in the ground. And I'm not talking about New York City when MS-13 started just decapitating people for the fuck of it. I mean, in the game.
Yeah, in Fallout, there's just heads and shit. So you'll just walk by and there's just like a head. You're like, well, all right.
I want to just show the greatest interview. This is what I referenced before. We
know, Cecil. We've been on the R train for the last 5 minutes since you mentioned it.
Put your mother in the straight jacket, you punk ass white boy. Come here and tell me that if I fuck you in your ass, you punk white boy, you faggot. You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I eat your asshole alive, you bitch. Fuck you, you hoe. Come and say in my face, fuck you, ass for everybody. You bitch. Come on, you bitch. You're scared coward. You're not man enough to fuck with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
I like how he's like, I'll eat your ass.
Yeah, I'll eat your ass. I'll fuck your ass. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
It's very gay.
Jesus,
it's
wow.
I've never been that mad at a man that I wanted to commit gay atrocities. And unfortunately, we're not getting that Mike Tyson fighting fucking Jake Paul. Now I tune in for that.
Oh, they're not fighting anymore?
Nah, he pulled out.
He had some sort of heart scare on a plane or some shit. Like he's too old for this shit. Even though I still think
he's 58 years old. It's fucking nuts. He shouldn't be doing it.
I genuinely think he could probably still beat up Jake Paul though.
I think so, but still, it's you know, the kid's in shape, and you go 3 minutes fucking fighting. Most fights are 15, 20 seconds, and you are gassed.
Yeah, Mike would have to put him down in one fucking round.
You know, 3-minute rounds and of fucking another guy over 200 pounds leaning and trying to take your head off. It's fucking, you are just.
You know what else is funny? I just found out Jake Paul is not 6'2" or some shit. If you look at the photo of him looking at Mike Tyson, they're damn near eye to eye. Mike Tyson's 5'10".
Yeah, he's 5'10". Oh
yeah,
shit!
Jake Paul has been lying about his height.
He's a baby.
I need to lie about mine too. I'm now 6'2".
That's what I do. I just say I'm 6 foot, even though I'm like 5'10". I don't care.
Don't worry, most women on Tinder can't count.
Which is weird because everybody thought Tim Pool was like tiny, and then there's a picture of me and Tim Pool, and we're like the same height. And they're like, "Wow, I didn't know you were a baby." And I'm like, "No, Tim Pool's way taller than I thought he was going to be when I met him."
He's like 5'10", right?
Yeah, he was. I was like, he's so much taller than I thought he was going to be. It's really strange.
You know what it is? I was looking at him the other day. He's got really long legs and a short torso, and he's got a baby face. So he sits short in a chair because his torso is. He's like kind of like Kermit, you know, like the long skinny legs, and
he looks like he's being puppeted by Jim Henson.
Yeah, hand up his asshole.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I have tiny legs.
Mr. Trump, would you be signed in through? I can't do a Kermit voice. See, I'm sure you can.
He came up.
We're damn close.
People just say I sound like Kermit already, so it doesn't even matter.
Nah, you sound like Dewey Cox.
Reporting.
God damn it. Fucking Dewey Cox. Don't try it, Dewey. What does it do? It makes you feel great.
What's
I
green and
think I'd
smells?
like to try some of that cocaine.
What's green and smells like pork?
My penis. We saw it coming.
My fingers.
Oh God. Kara says some old people like to smash pissers. Cody smashes the pedal down. The white mess says it all. Thank you, Karis. I appreciate you so much. 350 away from Naked Snake.
Stay off the wall. I hate making jokes about you crashing. Oh, you know what? Speaking of the wall, congratulations to Anna, who is pregnant.
She is.
And the wall cometh.
Oh, and it's gonna be brutal.
Oh, I see what you're saying, CZ. Yeah, definitely. Don't worry, she uses filters. Nobody will notice.
Yeah,
Cece, I
Anna
can't
is-
believe you admitted to that.
She's
I remember one
like-
time I was on Twitter. I'm going through, like, she gets married. She takes a photo of herself with Cecil. I'm like, Cecil's skin is absolutely glowing.
Thank
He doesn't
you.
have a wrinkle on his face. Cecil posts the same photo without the fucking filters. And I'm like, God damn.
it's a woman thing, man. Now, to be fair, I saw Anna recently and she looks normal. She doesn't look old.
It's just funny. There's so many fucking filters that she just glows all the time. Like, at some point, you got to turn down the Gaussian blur.
Mine is all natural.
Cecil, to be fair to Cecil doesn't look very old. He seems like
She's
a
like,
40-year-old
you know, a Peter Pan that did a lot of drugs in his prime.
I have no idea why I don't look like really fucked up.
Yeah. Like all the stuff you use is like embalming fluid and it preserved you.
It's unreal. Like, you know, I'm 52, so I don't feel 52, but I had probably a 10-year run where I was doing hard drugs, drinking 7 days a week, alcohol 7 days a week, blacking out seven. I didn't fall asleep for 10 years. I didn't know how to fall asleep.
Out of my curiosity, I gotta know, because I know why I'm doing this. I can't stand YouTube. It is creatively crushing and it's not fun. And then everybody blames you for everything going wrong on your channel and shit. Like, you used to be funnier. You used to be able to write a comment that was funny on YouTube. They didn't censor you. So I'm like escaping my fate because I wanted to be a motorcycle racer or a musician. And instead, I'm an asshole on YouTube. What were you running from, Cecil? Where you had to black out the sleep?
Responsibility.
What responsibilities? I've never seen you with responsibility.
I had a thriving business. Now I should be drinking and doing drugs. My business went under. My marriage collapsed. I'm fucking completely broke. Now I should be doing hard drugs. The problem is I can't afford them now.
So basically, okay, I see now. Like, success was its own prison.
Yes. Well, it was
okay. Now
wasn't
makes
really a
sense.
prison.
That's all you had to say.
Yeah. It was not a prison though.
Oh, for me, it feels like a prison.
Yeah. That's kind of, so YouTube blew up and it was great and I enjoyed it. And then, you know, the years started dragging on and I've always wanted, and I know it's super gay, but I always wanted to race in NASCAR, but obviously I accepted that was never going to be a thing ever. And, then, you know, so YouTube happened and then somehow I found myself racing in NASCAR. And now I'm like, wow, I just really prefer this over everything else. And I hope I get to do it until I'm 60 and then die.
Yeah, NASCAR is the one sport you can come in fucking late and have a career.
Yeah.
The second you're like 20, you're too old for MotoGP if you weren't already in.
Yeah.
Maybe
like,
World
like
Superbike you could make it in.
Yeah. That's,
But then again, motorcycle racing is far more fucking like physically demanding.
Yeah.
Like you're hitting that one turn. I'm going through chicanes where it's like right, fast to the left. And if you fuck up going to the left, your rear kind of kicks out a little bit. Then it regains traction and the bike bucks you off. And then you crash and you fuck it all up.
Yeah. You have a handful of wrecks in you in a motorcycle career. Like you have a handful of fuckers.
What about that Isle of Wight race where fucking a few people die every fucking year?
Oh, the Isle of Man. I want to try that.
It looks terrifying.
You call my suicide hotline. I'll talk you through it. Yeah. I'm sending you the applications to the race.
But you're right. Like motorcycle crashing, it's weird. I've known a lot of guys that have ridden. I know a lot of guys that died. More guys than the names I can remember. And there's a lot of dudes that would crash just once and they were done.
Yep.
I remember going through the canyons with this guy. I think his name was Ryan or some shit. I can't remember this dude anymore. He wasn't that cool. And we're going through the canyons, the twists on our sports bikes, you know, and there's these beautiful turns. But the negative is, if you miss the turn, you're dead. It's over. Like,
Right.
like you're gonna fly off the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
You're dead. Yeah, that's it.
And splatter on top of somebody's like beachfront home. So we're riding, and one guy missed a turn, and he went through a boat and someone's front window. Fucking dead.
Jesus.
Like toast. I'm not affected at all. So I banged through that turn. I'm like, well, you know, sucks to suck. Nothing personal. I didn't know the guy, so it's no attachment. And we all stop, and Ryan's having his fucking existential crisis. Oh my God, he's fucking dead. I'm like, yeah, he's fucking dead. He should have negotiated the turn. He didn't know how to you scrub off the speed entry, you focus on your apex, then you exit. The rules, you know, Camelot.
Yep.
Only an asshole target fixates on the guardrail and flies over it because you're gonna hit it. And he's like, I don't know if I can ride back. I just fucking left. I was like, man, fuck this, dude. I don't have time for this. The guy's done. It's
Stop being
over.
gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like really.
There was
I'm not.
there was a dude when I worked at GameStop. He came in the store all the time. The big buff black dude, and he would.
The black dude. Sorry, I remember this one.
Yeah, he was always bragging about his Hayabusa, and he was going down 411 in Gadsden, Alabama at
Hayabusas kill more black men than diabetes.
yeah 150, 160 miles. I don't know. He hit a damn 18-wheeler like trailer truck thing that had like the the bed of the truck, and it was just open. He hit that shit and just decapitated, disintegrated all that shit. Just gone, just goo. Missed.
I'm not a Busa guy. I think Busas suck. I know that probably pissing people off. If I can't turn it, I have no interest in it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm right there with you, which is why I race NASCAR. Yeah, on road courses, you can't turn. It's the complete opposite of what I just claimed. We race I raced my first road course race in 2 weeks in Mid-Ohio, and I'm so excited. It's going to be so great. So, and then Watkins Glen in 2 months in New York. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. That's what you should go to CECIL, Watkins Glen.
Is it upstate? Is that by you,
Yep.
Gundam? Why don't you go?
Oh, I zoned out. I was thinking about riding the motorcycle.
He was focusing on the apex, bro.
Well,
I was just thinking about the last time I almost killed myself. And the other guy was like, you almost crashed. You would have died. Because the bike lost traction. It fell on the side. So I'm sliding. So I just throw my knee into the ground and push the bike back up. It regains traction. And I make the fucking turn.
Really?
Chicane. Oh, man. It was the best turn I've done in my life. I wasn't scared because I'm mentally tweaked when it comes to motorcycles. For some reason, the fear button breaks off, which is dangerous. You're supposed to have some level of fear. I'm just like, I'm Superman now. I can't be stopped. I'm the greatest of all time. That attitude.
I'm invincible.
I'm invincible till I crash. They're like, you should have fucking, dude, you landed on your neck. How are you standing up? I'm like, I have to go to work tomorrow.
You see, I kind of disagree with you there. I think you shouldn't have any fear because I never had a super bike. I had like
Now's the time, Cecil. I believe in you.
I had a Kawasaki 900, like a Eliminator I used to ride. And and then I started working in the emergency room. I was an x-ray technician. And I worked in the emergency room on Queens Boulevard. And within like 2 weeks, I saw like just body count of fucking guys coming in, fucking just amputees are dead, just over and over. And then I found myself driving home like a fucking faggot, hitting the brakes instead of the seriously. Like I started hitting
Will you fucking pepper the story with like I'm driving around like the F word? I'm trying not to offend people for your show. I don't know who gets offended here. It's just like it's classic sort of New York. I love to hear it. If we were uncensored, not uncensored. If we weren't online, I'd be more normal.
It's just you, if you're hitting the brakes instead of the gas to get out of a bad situation, just sell your bike.
Exactly.
And I was hitting the brakes, so I was like, I'm done.
Well, you could trail brake into the turn.
Oh, trail braking. That's a nice term.
You could do that on motorcycles. It's a necessary skill.
Yes, it is. Trail braking is so necessary when you're short track racing in NASCAR. You trail brake it all the way through the corner until the bot. Until the car set, and you just fucking put that
you gun
to
it
the floor, and then you just dance it off the corner because your wheels are You're losing traction here and there, here and there. You fucking come off the corner. God, I love it. We're racing at a short track in Iowa next weekend for my first race in the new team, the new contract I signed for the entire year. We're gonna be in a fast car. Very, very exciting. Very, very exciting.
Now's the time to get a motorcycle, Cecil. I mean, you're off drinking, you're off drugs, you're 52. Perfect time.
My vision is going, and my
Your vision's going. You're broke.
Yeah, best time to ride around New York. The highest Asian population in the history of New York City. It's the best time to start riding.
Oh my God.
Well, you're right next to NJMP. You could hit that. That's the Motor New Jersey theme. It's a motorcycle racetrack. I think they do cars there too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Barber has a lot of motorcycle shit in Birmingham, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. I went down there and there was like a motorcycle league running in between the stock cars league we were running. And they were way faster than us by a mile.
I don't want to ride a motorcycle because I'm afraid I'll look like Vito from The Sopranos when he was riding his Harley.
I thought like Cecil got really ripped. I remember like Cecil's constantly posting like gym photos.
He did for a second. And then
and then you let it go?
He was really enjoying hamburgers.
Good for you, man. Sometimes it's hard to say no to those damn cheeseburgers. Dude.
That's me, dude. I got down to 178 before February when we raced at Daytona, and I'm 193 now.
Well, I didn't get fat like I used to be. I'm not shredded.
I'm 168, so I'm trying to drop down to 160, 159. Those leather suits, man.
I would be a skeleton at that weight.
Well, you don't have to cram yourself into a race suit.
No.
Now, granted, I got mine made specifically for my entire body's measurement, so I can basically not gain any more weight.
Same here. You can't afford to fuck it up.
That shit doesn't stretch either, and it was over almost $2,000 my suit.
Oh yeah, that's usually what they run.
Yeah, but I didn't have to pay for it, luckily. But still, I can't.
God damn it, I don't mind.
Thank God for Tim Pool. Bad Dragonaut says you definitely should let Gundam drive a lap in your car. Oh, I would be totally.
No, I don't do cars.
I'd be all about it, but I doubt NASCAR would let that happen.
Yeah, cars are boring to me. I want to be on the ragged edge to feel something. Like it's just knowing that if I fuck up, it's over is what makes it a bit more fun.
Yeah.
Whereas I flip a NASCAR, you probably got a roll cage and everything, seat belts.
You're fine. You're not gonna get hurt.
You walk right out, the car's on fire, like fuck this, Dale Earnhardt Jr., you cocksucker. You know.
I'll never forget Gundam. The first time I got the first bike I ever got was this. It had no fairings on it, and it was a Ninja 600, I think. And I bought that some bitch for like $400. Pull out of the driveway I bought it from, and gunned it going down the road, and just like goosed it. And I was going so fast that I couldn't like let go of the throttle, and I just kept accelerating. And I was going like 130 on this no fairing monster. First time I ever drove it. Should have probably died that day. It's terrifying. And that, the center of gravity on those are awful. Absolutely awful.
They're perfectly balanced.
They're so heavy. The fucking
it's about 400 pounds.
The G600. It had a 4-cylinder on it. And I remember taking the engine apart. It's just like 4-cylinder with these these four dual carbs coming down on these 4 fucking intakes. It's hilarious. It's a monster.
You're probably riding with like bald fucking wheels that had no curve to them.
Yeah, I had.
And when you're on a fresh set of nice sports tires, the bike just drops into the turn, like it just falls in. It's amazing, and it just sticks to the ground like Velcro, as long as you know what you're doing, or you don't hit the dirty part of the track, which is I hate doing that. But sometimes there's some guys so slow, and you got no choice but to get around them.
Oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world. It's kind of the same thing when you're lapping somebody in like an NASCAR race, because there's some people out there that are pretty slow, and you'll go to the outside and you'll cook the corner a little bit and go into the top groove, and you can see all the marbles everywhere, and you're like, holy shit, and it just starts becoming ice all the way into the next corner. You're like, I'm all in the damn marbles, man.
This is for Pride Month. This is Vito and Johnny Cakes on their motorcycle. This is a beautiful scene. Love story. Love on the Lamb, I call this.
Yeah, I've never seen Sopranos.
Vito's like 400 pounds. The guy and he, for some reason.
Oh God,
you're right. It is gay. I thought Cecil was being funny. Wait, what's going on here? Lord have mercy. This is mighty gay, Cecil.
He's got a fucking handlebar mustache.
Well, this. It just flashed to a dude in bed.
Didn't they kill him over
That
that?
was his boyfriend.
I'm sure
yeah.
they did. They're Italians.
They killed
Yeah,
him.
they kill him for being gay. They shove a pool cue up his asshole.
Damn. That's fucked.
That in itself is pretty gay. I thought they just put a bullet between his
It,
eyes.
it goes back to the Mike Tyson thing. Sometimes you're so tough you become gay.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm glad I haven't gotten that tough yet.
no.
I'm gonna
no
take you
tough
out to dinner and give you a sweet little kiss.
I'll eat your asshole.
I'm gonna make you so happy.
Well, that's like the gayest and the toughest thing you could say is I'll lick any man in this bar.
Yeah, that's when you leave the bar, in my opinion.
That's one of my core memories as well. Is I was at a bar in Houston, and I'm sitting beside Flash, and Flash turns to me with his Flash face. You know the Flash face. He
Mhm.
turns to me and he's like, "I love you, brother." He's like, "I'm so glad you're here, man." And he hugged me, and I'm like, "Thank you, Flash." It's the first one. And then we walked back from the hotel, and he threatened to beat that homeless guy's ass. That was funny. The homeless guy was shouting. That's the whole point. He didn't unprovokingly tell the homeless guy he was going to beat his ass. Matt himself says, most fun I've had on a track was running a 250cc on a go-kart track at Nolan Motorsports. Slow speed, but full rider input, sore as hell after a session, but fun as hell. I'm sure it is, man. Because you're hopping over to turn a bike from a, like he said,
Look,
a chicane.
250 would be way easy to turn.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's very light, but on that tiny ass go-kart track, it must be wild.
Think about like swimming, right? And you haven't swam in a while and you're sore after. You when you're on a bike, and you know more than I do about this Gundam, and you're cornering, like so let's say you're cornering like a hairpin to the right, and then there's immediately a sharp left turn after that. You have to jump your whole body weight over and put it onto the other side. And you're doing that multiple times.
If you do it wrong, you'll throw yourself off.
Yeah.
You're shifting your weight, but you don't throw it when you're going from a chicane from a right to left. So that's like you move your body, but you go from knee to knee. So your left knee, no, your right knee will be connected. Wait, we're going to right turn. Sorry. Your left knee will be inside of the tank where it's got the groove in it. That's where your knee's supposed to be locked in. So then as you're moving to the next chicane, you keep, that tension in your legs to hold your body onto the bike without sliding forward or backwards. Then you kind of clamp it with the other leg. Then you keep, the other leg locked in, and you start moving the inside knee of the turn out while putting the weight of your body on the ball of your toe and the foot peg, which then holds the bike in line. I'm kind of high. I've been doing stuff. I'm so tired.
Yeah, dude. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. And we get so stacked up in racing. Because, most people can drive on a track by themselves for sure. Most people can. It's when you get into the heat of competition where everything changes. And I'll show you a really good example of that. We were in Flat Rock, Michigan, kind of recently, and there was this just gaggle. There was a gaggle, and me and the leader are just basically just beating ass on each other. Here it is right here. And dude that eventually went on to win. He's a badass though. And he's got he's in the top ride possible. But I'm in the TimCast car, obviously. And you'll see us. We go 4 wide. I'm in this car right here. TimCast car, and we go like 4 wide, and we're just all abreast. And I just put it to the floor right here. And I'm like getting into the leader. And dude, it was just wild as hell. And when there's other people on the track, it's just so tight. Then you have no room for failure, no room for mistakes. It's just wild as hell. It's a fun time, man. Really enjoy that shit. Thank you, by the way, Matt himself, for your orange boy. Make sure you guys go ahead and like the show. We're almost to the big ass goal likes, and we're 3:30 until Naked Snake with about 35-ish minutes left in the show before I go downstairs and I do some night swimming. Because
hold on a second, you have not fucking shilled your t-shirt once.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I told you about that in DMs. I'm like, yeah, I have a t-shirt I want to sell. This t-shirt is selling really, really well, and it's also a bunch of other gear as well. It's not just a t-shirt; it's pretty much everything. But yes, I have this. It's my first merch ever. My NASCAR merch, first ones I've ever released. I'm trying to see if this is the right window. I'm pretty sure it is. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. This is the first merch I've ever released. I'm very excited about it. It's got 20 days left on the market until I pull it and we start moving on to something else. It's already sold well over 100 shirts and mugs and shit. I'm going to put the link in the chat for everybody to go give it a taste of it. Thank you guys so much for supporting your boy. It's been really cool to see people buying this and they're showing up to races. We're going to have a big signing session at Iowa for hours in the fan zone, alongside Cup drivers and Xfinity drivers and whatnot. So go pick you up a shirt or a mug or anything and come to the race, any race, and I'll sign it for you, of course. Take some pictures, have a lot of fun. Be really, really cool to see you there. So get on it, doggone it. There's the link. I spammed it, and I'll also pin it to the chat. Give it some love. And it'd be really cool because all these drivers are always standing side by side, and they have gear on from different people, and it'd be really cool. People showed up with Cyberfrog gear at Talladega and at a couple other tracks, but just my personal gear, that'd be really, really cool. So get you some love. Support your boy. It helps my traveling expenses because it is so.
Cody, where is your race in New York?
It's Watkins Glen. I think it's called Thunder Valley, New York.
You know where that is, Gundam?
Hell no, I don't know.
I think it's like east. It's like the very east of New
Let me
York
see where it is.
State.
I've been in so many motorcycle groups where I've ridden all over New York State, and I have no idea where the fuck I've ever been.
It's the racetrack Formula One raced on forever.
Are you still in New York?
Yeah, I'm still in New York, but I don't keep up with where I'm at or where anything is.
What
I'm
can
at the
you-
stage of my life where I just don't care about so much. Wait, I'm in the wrong. No wonder I'm like, I don't recognize any of this. I found Thunder Valley of West Virginia.
Watkins Glen is fucking. It's near Syracuse. It's right near Ithaca.
I don't know what any of this means. I'm just.
You know what Elmira is? The prison. So
Hell no, I don't know where the prison is.
It's between Elmira and Ithaca.
Thunder Valley Mountain Speedway. Yeah, I think that's in the same direction as New York Safety Track, but further out from what I could tell.
It's in like
way far out.
Yeah, it's fucking. I mean, it's not as far as Buffalo, but it's Binghamton is kind of near it.
I think Camelot offered for me to come over and like change tires. I'm like, I'm not changing no fucking tires.
Well, you don't have to now because I signed a contract with a really large team, so you can just hang out in the hauler in the AC and relax.
Yeah, if I'm not racing, I'm not interested. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We'll strap you to the roll bar.
Listen, once a year I invite Gundam to meet up, and then he says absolutely not. So it's a tradition.
Well,
I did miss Chrissy Mayr's like engagement party. She did invite me.
I know.
I do my own editing, and I was like, I don't know if I can make it. Then I totally forgot about it 100%. So then I remember she was getting married, so I figured I crashed that. And the day of the wedding, when I was planning to crash it, because I assumed it was like 2 days later, I was trying on new suits and shit, was when the wedding happened. I was just like, oh, wow.
I told you a few weeks before that. I think I said, you could be my +1. I'm not going with anyone.
Oh, I forgot. Dude, I don't remember anything anymore. Dude.
Like I said, it's a tradition for me. Hey, let's meet at Camelot. Absolutely not. No.
Yeah, I don't want to sit in NASCAR and sit in the back. It's like, you hit that circle again. There could be another turn in there.
Watkins Glen is a road course. It's a Formula One track.
That's about 13 time.
Corners. 13.
Where the fuck is my lighter?
Speaking of 13.
Oh, he's taking off his shirt.
Neanderthal with $100 super chat, getting us halfway officially to Naked Snake. Thank you, Neanderthal. I appreciate it.
I thought we were already there.
No, these bitches, they be
slapping. I got to turn up this avatar because it shows you what I'm doing.
Are you masturbating?
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to have a DSP moment. Thank you, Neanderthal. I appreciate that so much. You're on the car for Iowa, of course. I love you, baby.
Why is this camera still on?
So much is in DSP like a which is in a Chris Chan medallion. Oh, and then fucking LARP is a fan, and they'd be like, Phil, you should wear the medallion if you hit the $100 tips goal. And that's how you like curse Darkside Phil, get rid of him. I just saved the detractors years.
He's gone forever. It's easy. God, that's the dude. So I watched your video on that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Neanderthal. And I did not know the Sonichu curse was that in depth. It is. There were so many people. It's like, oh, and then there was this guy, and he got it in a PO box, and then he died. And I'm like, what?
Well, like Crip Daddy died after cosplaying as Sonichu months after doing it.
Yeah, and it was a real one, wasn't it? It was a real.
Yes,
Sonichu
it was.
medallion.
I definitely, since I spent years of my life studying Star Wars armor, because that's how I made my money for a while. I studied the Chris Chan medallions, and it's clear that each one is technically handmade by Chris Chan. Well, I'm kind. I don't know. I have to like do something for these videos to show I give a damn. Either people don't seem to care. And I'm checking it out. I'm like, there's definitely, they're all related, the Sonichu medallions, but each one is handmade because Chris Chan's too stupid to make a mold.
Was that might have been the last time I streamed with you was with Donovan.
Yeah.
Rip.
Where he told me to kill myself. And that guy's a class act.
He is. And so and then there was other people. There was a lot of people before Nick.
iDubbbz.
Oh, that's a good example.
But technically, iDubbbz wasn't an official Chris Chan medallion.
So
it was Chris Chan yes, I say Chris Chan adjacent. And we all saw what happened to iDubbbz and what's happening now.
God.
I think he's trying to get a job with UPS.
Oh, I feel like he's the kind of guy that would just stroke his fucking shaft in the corner watching old what's her face get just wrecked, and then he'd be crying and using his tears as lube. I can't believe what happened to that guy. That is, we talk shit about Nick Rekieta, and like at least he's doing blow and like fucking hookers are like stripping. That's kind of cool, kind of at least. I mean, it's like, you know, it probably shouldn't have done it at home. Maybe do it in Vegas and shit when your kids are not around, you know. But like at least that's rock star shit, kind of.
I agree.
Like when you have iDubbbz, he like melted into an effeminate male, like, and creates a podcast with his terrible wife who's looks pudgy and smelly, and sits there and cries about trauma.
She hit the
all
wall.
day. Oh yeah,
Trauma.
dude. She's never really looked that great. And
whenever a woman talks about trauma, I immediately dismiss her.
oh my god. And then you look at their podcast
Die as a man for one day.
their podcast has like 1,000 views after post, and I'm like, God, what happened, iDubbbz? You were like comedic gold, and now all you do is talk about detractors and having trauma and people talking shit and not being tolerant. What the hell? She completely stole your soul, all for a crumb of pussy. How does that happen? I've seen this happen to guys too.
Yeah.
Like guys will be based and like go to the gym and shit, and they'll finally get a girlfriend because they're awkward and girls won't have sex with them. And they finally get a girl that will finally give them just a crumb of pussy. And they change every single belief structure, every single thing they have going for them. They change it to be aligned directly with this woman just so they can get another taste every once in a while.
Keep her happy.
That's how you could tell the dudes who were actually with a bunch of women and the guys who never got anything.
Oh, dude,
this is
why I like doing shows. I like doing shows with Gundam because he says the exact same shit I'm thinking. It's, you can tell the guys that have never had success with women versus ones that do. Ones that do will never change their personality for women. They'll tell
women militarize you more the more women you date.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
What does it do, Gundam? It attracts them more.
Basically, the most red pill shit I ever heard or learned was from women. Not dudes.
Oh, dude, I was talking about this the other day. There was this girl, you know, Cecil knows Jessie. She a girl that's hot, thin waist, big ol' ass, blonde.
All right, let's see a photo. Cecil, please.
I'll pull up a photo.
I'll pull up a picture if you want. I have pictures of it.
All right, I'd like to see a couple if you got them.
No, so there's so, and she was saying she's based as hell. She'll tell you exactly what she thinks, and she was like, yeah, if I see a guy crying, that's I'm a desert.
Oh yes,
absolutely.
Oh
I will never ever. And she's like, if I hear a guy speaking about women's issues and feminine and saying he's a that drives me up. So it's so fake and gross and disgusting. And
I don't care. This is one for guys in the chat. If you don't know, I don't care what any woman says. Don't cry in front of her. Do not. I don't give. Oh, like if you cry, it just says me a film. Bullshit. Never let them see you cry.
Ever. Even, and they'll tell you otherwise. They'll be like, yeah, it's okay. It's safe to cry around me. You know, I actually prefer it if you cry around me because, you know, that's actually really cool. And it shows that you're vulnerable. No, that is.
I've been dating, but I don't say anything about me dating and stuff. And one of the women told me off the rip, she can't stand seeing a man cry. And I'm like, oh shit, I hope Fluffy never dies.
Oh yeah, just don't cry in front of them. Like if you're,
I don't care what happens. Your mother dies, you send that woman away. You know, Cecil, we're coming back to Donovan. Pesk sent me a fucking DM. He's like, Gundam, Donovan's dead. And I'm like, no, he's not. He can't die. The guy, he's untouchable. He goes, Donovan's dead. Look, I look it up. He's actually gone. I was spending time with a woman. I was spending time with a woman right at that moment. I excused myself, went to a bathroom, and I shed a tear in silence for Donovan.
That's what you do.
That
was a smart move.
I got a better story because I broke my own rule, man. I was on my first date with my girlfriend, who I'm still friends with, and I got the news, and I just started crying.
Oh man,
what have you done? What have you done?
Cecil's losing his edge in old age.
I couldn't help it, man. I don't know. Something about it just hit me bad.
Yeah, it was really fucking tragic because I personally feel Donovan was like one of the best people I met online. Yes. I remember the first time he followed me on Twitter, and this is the only time I got excited someone followed me. And I was like, oh shit, Crypt Daddy's following me. I said, that guy's great. Like John Cena started following me. I didn't think twice about it. I'm like, that's John Cena. Like he was naked at the Emmys or some shit.
Can't even see him anyway.
He's not even cripple.
Yeah. But that's that's PDH right there. It's Jesse. She's based.
I was thinking about him. Yeah, there's Jesse right there. And look over there. Look at that stud over to the right. You see that guy?
That's Kermit the
Frog.
Frog.
There, yeah, I see him.
That's
He's
me.
got a little backpack on. Look at him. Look at
no matter what he does, you can't really get a picture of him.
Like Bigfoot.
Yeah, and then that's a kind. You can't really see her in that picture. She's based attractive blonde girl.
Yeah, she goes.
Yeah, she's a cute girl. She'll tell you she's very honest. It'd be funny to bring her on a show one time, but she's like, yeah, she'll tell you right away if a guy cries, it's gross. Do it somewhere else. She's like, I understand it's hypocritical. I understand it's a double standard. I get it, but biologically, I'm not gonna lie to you. It will dry me up so hard. I won't look at you the same way. So don't cry.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, and
Juju's in the chat. When I started crying, she leaned over. She goes, I'm drier than the Sahara right now.
My pussy's drier than a pile of dead leaves. And then Cecil really started to fall.
Then I realized, what did I do? What did I do?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, she told me once that like there was a guy at like a party or a get together or something that was like trying to impress her by talking about all these women's issues, and she says she sees through it so fucking fast. She won't, like, if it's a random ass guy, she won't call him out like to his face, because she doesn't even know who the guy is. But she tells you right away, like when guys start acting like that in front of her, she's immediately like, yeah, it's fake as fuck.
Dude, don't. I would say don't. A death is it, and even a death don't.
Dude, she's based. She's like, dude, I want you to like rip my drawers off, don't ask, and choke me. And I'm like, okay, calm down. She's wild when she drinks.
Yeah, I think like that sort of telling women about women's issues shit only works on women that think they're witches and shit like that.
Yeah.
That fucking movie.
I do sometimes cry during sex, but that's from the pepper spray.
Yeah, and that stuff does burn,
especially on your ass. One of my friends put pepper spray all over my toilet seat, and I went and took a shit, and my ass was on fire. I was like, "What did you do, man?" Yeah, I was like 16. One of my friends put pepper spray all over my damn toilet, and I went and shat. It's like just ripped my ass open. There's just freaking fire everywhere. All my cheeks. It wasn't in my hole. I don't sit with my hole flush to the damn toilet seat. That's weird.
You're damn lucky, I guess. Did you pour milk all over yourself at all?
Yeah, no, dude, completely unrelated. I remember one time I had a big get together. We were all drinking whiskey. There was like 30 people at my house, and I got ghost pepper wings because I love ghost pepper wings. They're good, and I was kind of drinking, so I ate all my wings. My hands are filthy. I licked them off. Went to the bathroom, took a piss. My dick was on fire, and I grabbed a washcloth and soaked it in milk and tied it like in a knot around my shaft of my penis and just walked around with it in my pants the rest of the party. And it worked. It worked so well. And I had a milk wash rag around my dick, and it worked. It all worked out in the end. Caros says, yes, I do, Billy, with a pink boy. Thank you so much. That is officially a rainbow knot. Thank you. 150 to Naked Snake. I appreciate you, Karis. Thank you so much, my friend. Hope I get to see you at a race soon. You need to come. We need to figure it out. Thank you, Karis. Another pink boy down the drain. Neanderthal, the red boy. Appreciate you. Donna Egbert says, I just got my merch today. I love it. I'm an hour away from walking the Glen. They told me there's no pit pass for the ARCA race. They said I would need credentials. I would need 2 because I'll have a friend with me. So many people are reaching out from New York that want to come. So just message me a week before, because I only get 8 at Watkins Glen. I get 8 pit passes for team members. So I need to. I know Cecil will be there.
I don't know. No, it's 5 hours away, man.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm like almost 4 hours away from Cecil in New York. They're like, come down. It's only a 4 or 5 hour drive. Like, by the time I get there, it'll be over. And everybody like, well, that was fun. They got to drive back.
Leave earlier. When I went to Chrissy's party and her wedding, you were invited to both. And
I admit I've made a faux pas.
I got hotels. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go home the same day.
Is there something? So is it a traffic thing? Because it takes me 6 hours to get to North Carolina from Alabama.
But once you get to New York, that's when the traffic hits.
Okay, because I know New York's square mileage is the same as Bama, but it takes 2.5 hours or 3 hours to get all the way from North to South Alabama. It's like a long stay.
New York is so fucking condensed when you're in a car. Sometimes you just be stuck for 40 minutes moving 5-10 feet. It's ridiculous. It'd be so cool if you could like make your car transform into something pocket sized and take it with you, but then that's like changing mass. That's like some sort of science fiction shit I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I was going to Princeton, New Jersey from Queens, and from Throgs Neck to the George Washington Bridge is 8 miles. It took me longer to go that 8 miles than the 150 miles from the bridge to Princeton. It took me fucking hours to go 8 miles, and it's a fucking infuriating. I can't wait to get the fuck out of here, man.
I agree.
Move to Huntsville, Alabama. There you go. Plenty
New
of
York
jobs.
is over.
No, I meant Earth. I meant
I mean life. I mean consciousness, actually.
Yeah, we got that retard Hochul in there, being as dumb as humanly possible.
You know, black kids in the Bronx haven't even heard the word computer.
Yeah, I saw the videos of them fucking stealing from the Apple store. I think they know what the fuck they are. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. You stupid fucking old bitch. Proving yet again that if you give an old woman power, she will fuck shit up. Nothing personal. I'm not.
It also just shows what they think of their constituents.
I know.
They're fucking.
But they deserve it. If you voted for these fucking idiots, or you voted for Hochul or the bald black guy whose name I can't remember, you deserve everything you fucking got. You asshole.
Yeah, it reminds me of same thing as an old woman. Seth Rogen said that the price for admission to living in a beautiful city like LA is to expect to get robbed.
Yeah,
expect your car to get broken into. And I'm like, no, I live in Alabama. Not a thing in Alabama. Sorry, that doesn't happen here. And also, if somebody breaks the threshold of my house, I can blow them in half with a shotgun, and I don't even have to file a police report.
Yeah, the police will thank you for doing it. Over here, you shoot the criminal, they arrest you. Oh my God, how could you stop him from robbing and killing you, you idiot?
He was just getting bread for his family.
I know. I'm so sick of like systematic racism. Oh, things aren't fair. They're doing it to feed themselves. No, they're not. Stop it. Criminals in rare Jordans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I hate this state.
And Jordans wear out in like 4 months. I bought me a hot pink pair.
That's
of
why
Jordans.
they have tons of Jordans.
God,
you're supposed to only wear them sparingly.
Apparently, I wore them bitches every day for 4 months, and a wire came out and stabbed my heel. And it was just a wire poking out of them. I'm like, what the hell is this garbage? I wore my Air Force boots for 7 years. I still have my original ones. My friend joined the Air Force, and he sent me his first pair of boots because he hates the boots. So he just sent them to me, and I still have them. And I wore them like 2 weeks ago.
Dude, I have Nikes that are 5 years old and they're pristine condition. I was never stabbed with a rusty needle. Where did you get your shoes from? Chinatown?
It was the Air Jordans, man.
These very good.
Was Jordan spelled with a G?
All the old Air Jordans.
The Air. I like my Air Gordons.
You got to be careful because like the knockoffs do look very legitimate these days.
Yeah. So you could jerk some people. Helena says, I just bought one of Camelot's overpriced t-shirts, so I'm out. Well, thank you, Helena. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for supporting me. There's the link. Get you another one. Get you a mug. Get on it, doggone it. Like the show. 150 away from Naked Snake with about 20 minutes left, 15 minutes left of the show, roughly. I got to do some night swimming tonight because I got some girls.
You told me I was going to be on here for 1 hour. I have people waiting for my stream. They're angry with me.
I don't remember. I said a few hours.
He said to me, like, if you're bored, I'm like, I'm never bored. I'm busy. And I figured I'll fucking like get a little
Oh, you
high.
gotta
I'll
follow
show
me
up.
on Twitter so I could fucking DM you.
How many accounts do you have, Cecil? Because
This
I'm
is like
following.
the 800. Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, how am I supposed to find you? Put it inside of the private chat.
Just post. Okay, I'll put it in private chat. There you go.
Like every time I think I'm following Cecil, there's a new
It's
account.
gone. It's
So
gone.
how often do you wear these, Gundam?
Those shoes I think I've worn 4 or 5 times. I have a ton of shoes.
Oh, they look great. Yeah, see, I
The
wore mine
gold
about
really makes them
600
pop.
That the gold shoestrings are awesome.
I'm a very classy gentleman outside of YouTube.
Yeah, they look great. Yeah, I wore
I'm
mine
looking for
every
some
day.
English dress shoes to go with my suits.
Hey, it's James fucking Bond over here.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I like my women shaking, not stirred.
Full of
I
trauma.
like my
please.
baby shaking. No. Terrible.
Oh my god.
It keeps them quiet though. That for any young moms at home and kid won't stop crying, just give them a good shaking.
Yeah, don't shake them. You end up with a fucking kid like my Aunt Rosie.
Who's probably very quiet.
Oh no, she's dead. Well, yeah. So I guess but like she was a dumb
Right again.
Jesus. She's dead. It's fine. Grand Inquisitor says, sure, Cody, it was the ghost pepper wings and totally not the clap you got from Raw Dog. It's some strange. I will be completely transparent with you. I was on Tinder for pretty active for about 3 years. Every other day, once a week at the minimum. And I went to the health department because I was for sure I had some STDs because I started a new pre-workout and it like messed me up. I had to piss 100% of the time. And I was so shocked to learn I had 0 STDs. And then the doctor was like, have you changed your diet? Like you work out, have you changed any supplements? And I was like, yeah, I started taking a pre-workout. And he was like, stop taking it. And I did, and it fixed it in 2 days. And I was like, oh, man, I was so expecting. I was like, if I have less than 5, I'll be happy. Because I raw dogged every one of them girls. Every one of them. I didn't give a fuck.
I have one golden rule in my life. You can gamble with money. You can gamble with your life, but you never gamble with your dick. And you broke that rule.
I broke it a lot, actually. I broke it last night too. I just don't. There's a reason I have bastard children everywhere.
By the way, just in case maybe I misread this text.
Hey boy, want to poop on tonight and shoot the shit for an hour. Who the hell's that?
That's Cody saying to come on for an hour. He's doing an hour stream.
Yeah, how long has this been? I've been under the influence of time. Is just
It's been 48 minutes.
And I have people over in my chat going, where the fuck are you?
Well, you pop in chat here. I'll pop in your chat right now and be like, sorry guys, he's busy doing something more impressive.
The people need their Cecil.
They do. Vitamin C.
Where is it? Well, I don't even see you have a stream coming up. There it is. 28 waiting. Y'all gonna wait a little longer. There you go. I took care of it.
He's like, I'm trying to get Naked Snake.
Yeah, we got 150 from Naked Snake, bro. 150 from Naked Snake for the 311th stream in a row.
Jesus
2021 is the last time I did not hit Naked Snake.
Why did Eminem just posed like shirtless? I swear to God, he looks like a trans model.
He looks like I saw that.
Right?
He looks like
Eminem.
Yeah, tell me if you didn't know it was Eminem and you thought it was a Calvin Klein. You'd think it
he
was
looks like Elliot Page.
All right, send it over because I haven't
100%
seen anything.
looks like Elliot Page.
What the fuck happened? Does he have a better pose? Is that recent?
Yeah, it's today.
My man should have taken some testosterone, bro.
He looks very gay.
He never really looked manly, but yeah, he should have worked out and taken some testosterone.
I don't know. There's something very like
Eminem says he'll leave America if Trump is elected. What the fuck happened to him?
Oh, he had a diss track for Trump last election cycle.
You know what pisses me off? I'm not really a political guy, but I'm a contrarian at heart. It just doesn't make sense. Things have been just terrible the last 4 fucking years. We're all making less money. The taxes are higher. You can't buy a house. Go fuck yourself. We got 30-year-olds living with their parents. Crime is rampant in blue states. Things are fucked beyond recognition. Nobody famous thinks about leaving. I literally saw a news story where a black woman decided to stab a 3-year-old kid and their mother in the parking lot. I'm not leaving for that. It's a peaceful protest. But if the Red Emperor returns, all of a sudden everybody's got to go.
Yeah. And you ever notice it's all the people that are not affected by inflation and by everything that's happening. It's always celebrities. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. It's like, bro, my mortgage went up $1,000. Every time I go to the grocery store, it's $300 now. Every time I do anything, it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars now.
Dude, paying for my mother and sister runs me.
You can't leave the house
$2
without
McDoubles.
$300.
Two
Every
McDoubles.
time I leave the house, it's $100. I'd have
Yeah.
no
Cecil's
idea how the
right.
fuck it happens. I just want to stay indoors now all the time because I leave the house, $100 gets spent. I don't fucking understand.
$100 is nothing now. It's like 10 almost.
Yeah.
100 is the new. By the way, there's a great fucking meme of it's a picture of Derek Chauvin stepping on George Floyd's neck, and it said never forget this happened under Trump, and then it says not the arrest. And it has circled in the background the gas on the thing. It says $1.86 a gas.
Yeah,
in the background is a gas station with $1.86 gas.
I used to go to McDonald's and I would like after the gym and I would get 2 grilled chicken wraps or a McDouble if it was like my leg day. And they were like $1.19 each. $1.19. A McDouble now is $4 for one. It's $10 for 2 McDoubles now. It used to be $2.50, and that was 4 years ago.
Yeah, I don't like the way you're talking, man. This is a fat man's lament. That fucking suit is going to be tight on you if you keep worrying about the price of a McDouble.
If you pay attention to how things have gone, Joe Biden has created 10 years of inflation in 2 years of his term.
Yep.
And we're still sitting here and acting like Trump was the absolute fucking worst. A lot of the policies that like Biden does, some of them that are actually remotely decent, they were shit that Trump planned to implement. The taxes are going to go up soon, by the way. And it's not because the Democrats are raising tax, but there is a tax cut that Trump put in place for most average middle-class Americans that's going to expire under Biden's administration this year. But they're not going to renew it because they need your money so they can give it to the goddamn Ukraine.
Yeah, that's the thing that's funny is because they're like, oh, well, he gave a tax break to billionaires and all. It's like this tax break extended to everybody. Like they just omit that part.
They just raise their fucking price to make up for it. It's fucking
creative username says Trump and Biden opposite sides of the same coin. Well, under Trump, everything was cheap and life was.
Here's the thing:
on my
both sides fucking suck. There's no denying it.
Listen, cheap gas
I'm just going with the lesser of two evils.
I'm just going with the one that affects me, affects me.
Cheap gas is everything. It makes life easy because the price of everything goes down. Shipping goes down, food goes down. It's all fuel prices. He closed that pipeline. We were a net exporter. We fucking sold more gas than we brought in, which meant we had a surplus of gas in this country. It was under $2 for a long time. And fucking once it's now it's like what, $4.65 here in New York. It's the price of everything goes up. Everything. Once it costs anything that has to get shipped has to go up in price to make up for the fucking gas. So whoever's going to give me, that's it. It should be that simple. Whoever's giving you fucking cheap gas is fucking That's it.
Well, why don't we work with Porsche? Because Porsche is trying to create they're creating their own petrol. So a synthetic gasoline, much like synthetic oils in cars. If that becomes a possibility, we can finally get past this global warming bullshit and make all of these hyper liberal people happy. And maybe gas would be cheaper too. I don't know. I'm just all over the place. I just feel like
burning something, right? It's just a fucking we have probably not even scratched like 5% of the Earth's oil. We have barely gone like that far into the crust of this earth.
Dude, but you have all these dumbass activists
and they're like, we're out of oil.
There's 5 years left of oil. And then my favorite clip was when Musk was like, there's probably like 10,000 years maybe, or there could be 1,000. We don't know. And I'm like, I hate everybody. I hate it. And AOC better be happy she got fat ass.
There's oceans of it. There's even theories that like that whole fossil fuels, it's not fossil fuel. It's a fucking byproduct of the spinning core. It's always being produced. That's why it's always sweating out of new pores all the time, all over the crust.
Yeah.
It's constantly being reproduced. It's not a finite amount of it. It's fucking unlimited.
Listen, I don't give a fuck what it does to ozone. How you like that?
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't care what happens. The
That's
world's
a big crock of shit anyway.
It's going to be in danger in 500 years. I will not be here.
Yeah, we'll be dead. Like, we're all going to get wiped out at some point, and then the Earth will totally be back to normal.
Don't you
and then the
care
roaches
about
will have
children?
it.
No.
Nah, the kids suck.
No,
They hate
fuck
them.
'em.
They
Fuck
can't
them
read.
kids.
They can't write. They can't tell time. Fuck them.
No one
There's
wants
no the global warming is the big. I swear to God, it's almost like they ran out of shit to fucking tax us on, and someone's like, "What if we tax them for the weather?" And they're like, "There's no way they're gonna go for it. No He goes, "Not only will they, I'll get half the country to scream for it." I don't believe it. Now here we are.
I don't trust anybody that's for taxation.
It's
of any
dude,
kind.
you could look at fucking pictures of Ellis Island and fucking and the Statue of Liberty because the water line is on the rocks. It's literally to the fucking centimeter the same place as it was 100 and something years ago.
Yep.
It's a fucking lie. The whole thing, it's exactly the same. It's no levels moving. It's all bullshit. They just take it at different months. They're like, oh, look, the Arctic, it's melting. Yeah, it's August.
Yep.
You know, it does this every year, and then it's actually gaining ice. It's actually getting colder. So it's all a fucking crock of shit to literally tax people for the fucking weather. And we have morons that are just listen. We have morons running back for fucking, their fifth booster too. So it's like,
Yeah, dude. And speaking of morons, Wolfsbane has a question. He said, "Would you eat badge with hair, or does it have to be no hair?" I'll eat an ass with hair. What are you talking about? I'm in my 30s. Okay. If she looks good, I don't give a fuck. If she looks bad or like kind of bad, I don't give a fuck. Especially if she just worked out. I give even less a fuck.
Now, here we go about his love for smells again.
I'm just saying, if
nothing puts me off faster than a whiff of something bad, man. Nothing.
No, it's not
Cecil.
bad though, Cecil. You're missing it. You're missing the point. Not bad.
Now, he wants to smell sweat. See,
Bro.
like
Fuck,
Cecil,
heart
remember doing lines like Camelot does, like sweat off of like a chick's arm or some shit.
Oh my god.
Let me sniff that belly hair, baby.
Bro.
That's where they keep all the flavor.
Oh my god, Gundam, you can't tell me you hadn't been in a sweltering fucking Jeep in the back or something, and you're just giving it the beans, and everybody be dripping, and you just want to be just even more inside that shit.
I want
no, I don't. Yeah, exactly with Cecil.
No, I don't believe you.
I'm not having some chick sweat in my fucking car.
I don't believe you.
I got leather seats. What are you talking about?
Oh well, that's different. Leather, it feels weird. I'm talking about like some like just raunchy ass, like you didn't turn the fan on, in the room, and you're slipping and sliding a little bit. God, I love that shit.
Nah, I prefer my plates clean.
I will
That's just me.
I will drag my tongue across.
Listen, baby, wipe, but don't wipe too good.
Yeah. Listen, I don't mind you taking a shower, but make sure it's short. I'm a foaming and a frothing, and I'm a hankering and I'm hankering. I've got desire in my heart.
Ain't nothing that gets my heart racing more than the little excretions. Oh God. Jesus. Just like when you see that fucking like that crystal, like the light shining off that little string that's coming down, like that little fucking just oh fuck, bro.
Where's the string at?
It's not a literal string, it's like a liquid string because everybody's just turned. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You've analyzed it a lot more than I have, I'm not gonna lie to you. For me, sex feels like a job at this point because every woman has to get off, and sometimes those sessions last like 2 or 3 hours, and you got to put everything you got into it. Then she gets off and passes right out, and you can't sleep now.
Yeah.
Because you practically ran a fucking marathon. So you're laying in wait. Oh my God, I got to edit these stupid videos. I got to edit these videos to people that tell me I'm retarded and I can't get laid.
And a whisper in her ear. Speaking of whispering, here he is, Chris McGough. We love you. We appreciate you. So the Norwegian guy has to give half his tiny tax return first thing after taking a morning piss. Shame on you people. Shame.
Everybody wants to just see you pull off your shirt and strut around. You should like up the ante. Like from now on, get yourself like a little spray bottle and put like oil in it. Yeah. And then when you take off your shirt, you like start spraying yourself down. Just go full Magic Mike at this point.
Yeah, no, that's what I
Cecil's
did.
right. I'm just giving him ideas. I'm not saying I'm sticking around for it, Cecil. I'm an ideas man.
Oh,
Oh, that's what I did in the intro. I put on my booty shorts and I was like 170. Had my abs out, was just fucking booty dancing, man. It was great. Don't have those anymore though. Unfortunately. Thank you, Chris McGough. You're on the car for Iowa again. You're the #1 name on there with 2 red boys. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're 50 away from Naked Snake. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You got a few minutes left.
I'm looking for some baby oil.
Literally less than 5 minutes. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you probably want to use some baby oil. He's right. You want to glisten. You get yourself some lights in there that just shine off. You know what to do.
Oh,
You give the people what they want.
I've experimented.
I'm squeezing a baby, but only piss is coming out. Where do you get baby oil from?
I think they got it at CVS.
Oh,
Only piss is coming out. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but it's like breaking me. Just piss coming out the baby because you're squeezing it, squeezing the piss out of it.
it's baby oil.
Oh my god, my heart hurts, man.
What you want, little pig?
Oh my god, did you see fucking Nina shitting on people? I don't know. I didn't watch her show.
You know, I didn't see it. I don't. The second I finish my YouTube video or live stream, I unplug from the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I get out and live life again. Fuck this.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I was
So
just
what you do?
when I'm about to stream, like 30 minutes before, I'll make a thumbnail and I'll sit at my computer for 30 minutes, like mentally prepping for the terror. And Nina she had a stream and she was just talking. She was like going over a Flashcast video and yelling about Flash. And yeah, so I was like, what the hell? I didn't even watch it. Somebody in chat probably knows. Somebody said,
Let's see it.
Somebody said, Yellow Flash shit on her. And then I guess she retaliated with shitting on him. I'm guessing.
Word? Oh, Yellow Flash and Nina are fighting now?
I guess so. Yeah, let me pull it up here. Let's pull it. Okay. Beep, 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 beep.
Ew, get up.
Damn, this was a longer show than I thought.
Does anybody threaten anyone's life? Do they come to blows? Is a knife pulled out? Someone's house set on fire?
Let's take a look at
Snort.
At your latest post,
functional
which I like.
That's you need someone to hold you accountable, but also not kick you.
Is this
while
live?
you're fucking down.
No, this is like when she was talking about it.
This is
kind of perfectly.
No,
I'm
busy.
Blame the kids. He was just pointing out what most of us have done our entire fucking lives. Those of us with siblings, anyway. I didn't have any siblings, so I didn't have that fucking privilege.
What is it, Precious?
Okay, so I think I gather. So basically, what happened was, Flash was talking about how EBS was blaming the children, over the the Nick Rekieta thing, and EBS. I think he said like why wasn't like the 16-year-old clothing and feeding. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention. And Nina went after Flash, and apparently Flash kicked her out of the group, like the Flashcast group. That's all I can gather. I love Nina, so I can't really.
There's a group like live stream group, or is everybody talking like?
Oh, we have a yeah, we have a group chat. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Who would post something so insensitive?
It's funny. I was about to show it before I realized you posted it. I was like, oh, I was about to show this.
That's the truth, man. That's the truth. It is, man. God, every time.
Stop
every
gassing
time.
up ugly bitches.
Jesus.
It has to stop. It's an epidemic. It's worse than global warming because we're actually seeing the effects. There's nothing sadder than going through Twitter. You know, you're looking through crap, trying to figure out what the hell's going on today. And before you know it, it's some average looking broad promoting her OnlyFans. Then, you know, if you're anything like me, you sit there and you go, what the hell are you doing, lady? And of course you click.
Oh.
You know, you go to her Twitter page, you see what's up, and you think, oh my God, this is like worse than I thought. And at that point, you're like kind of torturing yourself for no reason. You're just like scrolling through, you like the lighting shit, your ass is flat.
You got cellulite everywhere.
This is terrible, lady. Get a job. Nudity should be an art form.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So this reminds me of a post I saw like yesterday. and it was a guy, and he was like grabbing his girl's fupa, like she was in like a tight dress, and he was grabbing her big fucking fupa thing, and he's like, we need to stop like telling lies. All men love this, and he's like grabbing her fupa. He's like, all men love this, like that women are lying, and I was like, no, and I like look at every comment is like a black PFP. Like a black dude, and he's like,
I
yeah,
knew it. I knew it.
We love that shit. And I'm like, no, I love a flat stomach. You guys need to fuck off right now. I do not like a flippy thing.
I don't care. As long as it ain't in my face. Do what you want, hump what you want.
Is this iDubbbz's girlfriend?
Yes, it is. His wife.
Get the fuck. I never saw her. This is really her.
I told you she fell off real hard. Like when you're saying the wall for Anna, I was like, wait till he sees iDubbbz's wife.
No,
this is
a fourth Korean, and really proud of it.
Wait,
what?
She
kind of looks like
the girl he
Korean.
destroyed his fucking life over.
Yeah.
She
probably gives really good head. You got to think about it.
She looks like a Butch Dyke.
Well, now, yeah, she like really, really fell off.
What the fuck?
Well, she's very precocious. She looks like Peter Pan. I love it.
She's very precocious.
Would Ian do OnlyFans? We've talked about it before. He kind of has. I don't know how much information I can give. Just
give it.
Like hand cameos.
Is that his hand?
I don't think so.
What?
Let me see.
The most unusual one is this one.
Because who's?
I don't know if is it gonna. I don't want to get your fucking. Did anybody watch this
already?
Yeah,
I forgot. Oh, I think we could play it. They don't show any hand, right?
Pull it down and then play it for yourself.
All right, hold on. I don't want to get.
I wish we had like a backstage where I could watch it uncensored. Describe it to me, Cecil.
In excruciating detail.
What do you see? It must not be good because this is the first time he's silent as a grave. Look at him. It's like the soul has left his fucking body.
It's them watching a hand, I guess, finger her or something. But they don't show it, but they're showing their reaction to it because they're like, it's not his hand because there's no tattoos.
Wait, what? So there's another hand. Wow.
Yeah, that's what they're saying because I think they're like, no, there are tattoos that aren't his on that hand.
Bro, you know for a fact that iDubbbz would praise her getting wrecked by freaking giant black dudes.
So
What?
the most unusual one is this one.
Because whose hand is that?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
There's no tattoos on that hand. That's all I'm gonna say. That's Muhammad.
Yeah.
Muhammad?
You know for a fact that he sits on the freaking coke chair. Come on. You know for a fact.
It's just so much worse than I originally thought it was.
That girl is the girl. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, see, so yes.
Go Flo low, says swing the naked snake boy. I got to put you on my car for Iowa with another red boy. Go low. Flo is on the race car for the NASCAR Arkham Menard series at Iowa. Thank you so much. Go low, Flo. I appreciate that, man. You are goated. Your penis is large and in charge. Thank you for another red boy down the hatch. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. My boy coming in strong. We did hit Naked Snake. We finally hit Naked Snake. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love and support. You guys are good to me. Wolf Spain says that's a woman. Looks like a 90s gay Justin Bieber. That's what every girl
really
does.
fell off.
Every girl does that when she gets to that age. She cuts her hair and does it.
Was she hot? Because I'm picturing that face and I'm having a hard time seeing it as hot.
I think she was all right when she was in her 20s. Like all right. Like
I'm not saying like there's still women that look good in their 30s. Without a shadow of doubt. I know I'm dealing with some of them. But like
that blonde girl
women that look good in their 30s and 40s.
That blonde girl I showed you, old PDH, she's 30.
The thing is, it's like when women get real liberal and they got two choices. You either stay a cute liberal pain in the ass or you go full on looking kind of lesbian. There's no in between.
Yep. It's just there's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do at all.
Yeah, you don't marry him. That's what you do.
Nah, you don't marry anybody.
Sonichu claimed its scalp that day. iDubbbz had died.
Rest in peace, iDubbbz. And then it
long live iDubbbz.
And then it went to Nick, and Nick lost 50 pounds and almost died. You cannot escape the Sonichu curse. If I ever saw one,
Nick came off more badass.
He did.
It's like he started making money, losing his mind. He went Rockstarville. iDubbbz made money, lost his mind. He went full remorseful troll. my old videos were steeped in racism and bigotry, and they were insensitive. I'm like, God, dude, why don't you just?
God.
You might as well just put an end to it, little buddy. It's over. It's all downhill from here. Like, you think you suck now. Ooh, wait till you hit 40, little dude.
Yeah, I completely agree. All right, boys, it's time for Naked Snake. I appreciate
And that's where
Gundam.
me and Cecil dip out.
I appreciate ItsAGundam. He's my boy. I really appreciate you coming on.
I'm gonna jump over and start a stream.
Yes. And I will be raiding that stream after this, of course.
You can raid.
We're gonna raid my boy Cecil, and we're gonna show my boy Karis' stream as well in here before we after we do Naked Snake.
I'm gonna send you both the link. I'm not expecting either one of you.
Thank you, Wolfsbane. Love you. Appreciate you.
I did my 2 streams for the day.
I did my time.
I appreciate you, Gundam. Thank you so much, man, for hanging out. It's been fun.
Just keep an eye out for a Fallout mod featuring me as a radio DJ in the wasteland.
Yeah, I've been seeing that pop up a lot, like previews of that.
The children aren't ready.
Oh yeah, dude. Awesome. Go follow ItsAGundam, boys, over on YouTube, of course. Literally some of the best content. Still, I've been watching it for years, even before I knew him. So
basically, following me is a good middle finger to the system.
Yeah,
I remember talking to my agency at the time about like getting a YouTube partner, and they're like, "You can't have one until you stop making fun of Susan Wojcicki." So I made fun of her even more.
Hell yeah, Mine never. I emailed mine when I got like demonetized, and he didn't even respond. So I was like, okay, this is worthless.
Yeah, totally. They don't give a shit about you till you hit 1 million. That's when you get the good partner manager. But you're not supposed to know that, and I didn't tell you.
Oh, dang. Well, at least now I know. Now I know I'll never hit 1 million. Yep. No way in hell. Thank you, Gundam. Appreciate you. Thank you, Cecil. Go start your stream, Cecil.
You got it. All right, bye, guys. Good seeing you.
Good night.
Bye. Appreciate you. Love you. Thank you, Cecil. All right, boys. Awesome show. Make sure you guys like the show. Get the hell on it, dog on it. Give it a good old fashioned thumbs up doodle. Give it some love. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love and support. And go watch my boy Karis streaming over on his channel. He's we need to get his ass monetized as soon as possible. He's a good dude. I put his link right there in the chat. Go give him some love. We'll pull up his stream in a second, but I got to do Naked Snake for the boys for 311 streams in a row. I appreciate you guys. I know it's a little bit shorter. It's only 2 hours. I probably should have done a way longer stream with Cecil and Gundam because they're my boys. But I'm about to piss my pants, and I have so much going on. I got to fly somewhere like immediately, and I'm just dying, boys. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Let me do Naked Snake for the boys, and then get my channel copyright claimed by the girl that did a cover of it and doesn't even own this song. Not even joking, by the way. Here we go, boys. 311 in a row. Go Flo, Chris McGough, Keros, Neanderthal, Billy Hatcher. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love. All the super chats for supporting me. Thank you. And don't forget, I have the link to my shirt. Please go get you a shirt. Go get you a mug. Go get you anything possible that you can pick up to help my traveling expenses and help support this poor ass NASCAR driver in his first year. Here we go.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching, now melting to you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for
Oh!
but for you.
Snake eater in my time. Thank you, ladies. There be nobody else. The ladies always stay. Thank you. And Cecil. Cry. It's the way I fly to you. Thank you, Jane. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Reiki, my boy.
baby, you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive.
Sean, one more time, everybody. How about it? I give my life, not for honor, but for you. 20 likes from 700 in my time. There be nobody else crying. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream. Snake eaters. 311 in a row. Thank you guys so much. Another giant success for your boys. Thank you to ItsAGundam. Thank you to CECIL Says. And everybody that supports your boy. Get the hell on it. Doggone it. One more time, boys. Here we go. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. 311 Naked Snakes in a row, boys. That's streams. 311 streams in a row. Not missing one single time. I appreciate you guys so much. Go pick up my shirt. Go pick up the shirt on TeePublic. Very, very important. Helps me out a lot. Or a mug or any damn thing that is on there. Whatever you can do helps your boy. I'm shilling it hard and long because it helps your boy out a lot. It's right here. Go get your design. You can get anything. There's tank tops, all that stuff. And it goes directly into my travel fund for traveling to races because that's the only thing not covered. And it is brutal. So give you some love right here. I appreciate you guys. And also, don't forget, I need you guys to go check out my boy Karis. He's starting his stream right now. Here's his link. We're going to raid CECIL because that's me and CECIL. We had a deal before the show to raid him. So here's the link to Karis' show. He's playing Sea of Thieves. He's a great ass dude. He's a good creator, and he's getting his feet wet. So go give him some subs, give him some loves, get him monetized because he's my boy and he's a really good dude. He's legitimately a great dude in real life, and I want to see great dudes be successful. So go give him some love over there, and I love you guys so much. 10 likes away from 700. I need you guys to spam it. Spam it. We're grifting today. It's the Grift Show. The Shieldcast, but not Cecil's. It's mine. I'll be back Saturday, guys. Talking about some shit, having a lot of fun, have some guests. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Very, very excited. Retro Fight Milk. We did not hit Fight Milk, luckily, or else I'd fucking die, dude. So go give my boy some love over there, Karis. Like his show, subscribe to his channel. His link is in the chat, and I'll see you guys over on Cecil's show. Give him some love. Rekieta Knight on Rumble says Naked Snake. Bill Dozer says solution for Biden, make banana peels great again. Hunter Brooks says every twink ass lofty is a bogey cigar. Then Aaron important and pretty. You all would be invited if you were local. What the fuck you talking? Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys all over on Rumble. Appreciate you guys all over on my boy's shows. Give him some love. I'll see you on Cecil's show. He sent me a link, so I'll probably join. Get on it, doggone it. Appreciate you guys. Awesome show. Thank you, ItsAGundam. What a great show. I love you. I appreciate you. 2 likes away. I'm waiting patiently. There it is. Come on. Give us some give us some love. Here we go. 2 likes away. Don't let us fail. We must succeed. 1 like away. All right, boys. Love you. Appreciate you guys. We hit it. We hit it. Get on it, doggone it. I'll see you guys Saturday. New video coming out here in a day or so. And don't forget Iowa, June 14th. Come to the race. Hang out with me at the race. Hang out with the Timcast car. New press release Monday about the new deal. So exciting. See you guys later.